The dingle. Oh, Jesus. That was quick. Ahem. Oh, God. Ugh. Anyway, where was I? Right, yes. Alright, so as I recall, y'all woke up. Salandra had a heart-to-heart with Lobo. Um,
That was actually the night before.
that was the night before. Well,
Yeah.
still, at morning, dawn has broken. Although, yes, I wanted to hold the conversation at night so that it could continue to go on even after everyone else had awoken.
Yeah, we just started it while we were also playing at the same time. So,
Right. In any event, dawn is broken. Make of your nightmares and dreams what you will. As I recall, right, Halt and Kali had a fantastic cuddly night,
We did.
and Clem stayed in a room alone.
On the ground.
with Toby most likely though.
Yeah. He's my
Did
cuddle buddy.
Did they teleport your goat?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. You walk out of your room with a goat. La, la, la. A lot of patrons don't understand. Charlie is also
They don't
very
have to
curious
understand.
where the goat came from, but I mean, like, he knows you're a druid, so, like, you know, maybe you can just do that.
I
Summon a
don't
goat?
correct him. Sometimes you just gotta summon a goat, my dude.
As dawn breaks, Kaga finally goes to bed, and the rest of the vendors wake up to sell their wares. You know, breakfast junk, donuts.
I would say I buy breakfast from them. A breakfast for me and a breakfast for Holt.
Delightful.
Oh, that's so nice. What do you get me for breakfast?
I'm gonna get you a healthy breakfast.
That is not going to happen here.
Okay.
You can try.
Delicious breakfast.
I think some of the pastries have fruit in them.
Some of the pastries do, in fact, have actual fruit.
Excellent. You will get a pastry with actual fruit.
There are some goblins selling sandwiches. You're not sure what's in them, but it's protein.
I'm gonna go for pastry.
Okay. Halt, you roll out of bed. Kali is still sleeping. I assume you dress to some description. You come out of the back,
yeah.
and Clem has some pastries waiting for you.
Oh, this is nice.
You'd be worried that they'd give you a heart attack, but you're pretty sure your heart is stronger than diamond-studded calculus now, so hey, munch away.
If anything's going to kill me, it's not going to be pastries. So,
If anything is going to kill you, it's your guilt.
yeah.
Yeah, your blood's probably thicker than arterial plaque anyway. You know, so.
Thanks, yeah. Little voice in my head.
How's Kali?
She's fine. We had a good talk.
Good.
Good talk,
And
good
she-
talk.
And she didn't make you sleep outside.
I had my doubts for a second there, but no, we missed each other.
Oh, that's really sweet.
You say that with such a tone of surprise.
No, it's just I'm emotional.
I will order us coffee to go with our breakfast.
Unfortunately, Kaga is not brewing it. What you get is some black sludge that is pretty tasty and certainly wakes you the fuck up.
Does it?
Yes.
Even me?
Why? You're immune to curses. Are you also immune to caffeine?
I'm immune to a lot of drugs.
That's fair. Never mind. Caffeine does nothing.
Okay, thanks.
I mean, it tastes like coffee, though. It reminds
That's good
you.
enough.
It reminds you of what it was like to drink coffee.
That'll do.
Kind of like a vampire. Oh man, you know what sucks about being a vampire? You don't get to experience anything new anymore.
Oh,
Did you not do a bunch of cocaine before you were a vampire? You snort all that cocaine and you feel nothing because you can't remember what it's supposed to feel like.
Oh. That's why you should always play a drug dealer in a vampire game.
Is Solandra gonna come down?
Probably.
Yep.
Did she leave me the communicator thingy?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Executive decision. Yes.
Yeah, we should, yeah, I'll give her a few minutes to kind of wake up and get rolling. Chris, do you want us to retcon Rivo down here with us, or is he up on the ship?
No,
on the ship.
He's up on the
Okay.
ship. He can come down whenever he pleases.
Cool. Alright, so what's on the agenda today? What friends are we making?
Well, I think I found us a job
Oh,
that
really?
I'd like to help Kali with before we have to leave.
Oh, of course.
She's purchased the debt of some horrible ogre
Huh. Okay.
directly from the Duke, and is having a little bit of trouble finding this person to collect that debt.
You wouldn't think an ogre would be able to hide very well.
That's what she said, but apparently this person, a princess, has gone to ground.
Huh. Alright. Is she still in the district?
As far as we know.
Okay. Do they have anything of hers? Other than her debt?
Unfortunately, a
know.
debt is not a material possession.
If she can't have taken everything with her into hiding, so I'm hoping that if we go to the Duke, we could borrow some effects he may have requisitioned.
Alright. Yeah, if he has anything of hers, I should be able to scry on her.
Perfect.
Did I express... Sorry, the ogre's name was Princess.
Yes.
Right,
You said ogre bruiser named Princess.
right. Did I describe exactly what Princess's service to the Duke was?
No.
Uh-uh.
Alright, that's good.
Okay.
Man,
take
I
it
feel
right
really bad
in.
about Auntie.
Auntie. Oh. Yeah, that's
Way to bring that back up.
that's tough. I didn't know what to say to Solandra.
I think it's hard for her because she's an elf. And she was really close with Auntie.
It takes Holt a minute to process that. Oh, you're talking about elves live a long time.
Yeah. Like, forever.
Compared to us, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this talk got kind of maudlin for 8 in the morning. Sorry.
He shrugs and drinks some coffee.
So what are you gonna do when you see the Duke? She kind of like makes a punches her fist against her hand.
Well, I'm not planning on doing that.
Oh.
No, I might break him by accident.
He is
No.
a squirrely little guy, isn't he?
Not as much as I would like, but still, I don't want to make him my enemy, and that's not It's not because I'm afraid of him, but I think he's more useful to us intact.
All right.
He knows a lot of people, Clementine, and
Mhm.
we need people.
Yeah.
So if I can get this done quickly, I can, help Kali, and I can also get an in to talk to the Duke more personally.
All right.
I have some unfinished business that I wish to discuss.
Cool. You want us to come with, or is it more effective if you go alone?
I would greatly appreciate your assistance with this business with Princess, but when it comes to speaking to the Duke, I'd rather do that one-on-one.
All right.
Quite frankly, I don't trust Rivo in front of him.
That's fair. Just anything that you can get of princesses. The more personal, the better. Like a hairbrush would be ideal.
Something
like that.
like from her person.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anything you've got.
I'd like to do this first before I go asking the Duke for how we'd like to exchange favors.
All right.
So you can come with me. You can wait
Yeah,
for.
I've got the communicator, so they know how to contact us.
All right.
All right, Holt. So where are you headed?
We're going to head together over to the Duke's place.
Fuck. What was the name of his gigantic pimpin' palace? I don't even remember.
Let me.
Oh shit! It did have a name, didn't it?
It did have a name, and
It did have a crazy wild name.
let me go through my notes really quick. I have the fucking street address of the Ivory Foot. The Chaos Forge.
The Chaos
The
Forge.
Chaos Forge.
There it is. Got him. You head on down to the Chaos Forge. It's a bit of a schlep, but it's all right. The Chaos Forge is the party only goes during the night. It's weird, you know. Once you hit 3 in the morning, it just sort of dies. The only people who are still dancing are too coked up to stop. For the most part, people just like find a warm corner and curl up. Debts are collected surreptitiously.
I remember that the Duke had a kobold secretary.
Oh yes, you are correct. I don't remember if he had a name. Probably not.
Rook.
Rook. Rook is like, people are coming to him with money and saying like, yeah, I took this off, whatever, and he's like, yep, that's good, and he's got like a gigantic ledger based on his size as he just sort of like checked things off, and he's like, yep, debt paid for, debt paid for, debt paid for. What do you do exactly?
I'll get into the queue of people paying their debts.
He looks up at you and immediately recognizes it and immediately says, "You don't work for me."
No, but I work for Kali, and I'm looking for information on the debt that she's decided to help settle. What can you tell me about Princess?
That she's a fucking monster.
You say to a monster.
Hey, no, she makes you look tame. You haven't tried to eat anyone yet.
Yet.
Like, we work with a lot of ogres around here because they're big and scary, and they have a penchant for hurting people. Princess is something else. I'm also pretty sure she might actually be real royalty somewhere. I
Huh.
wasn't aware ogres had royalty.
Me neither.
And, like, one of the nearby ogres who is, like, picking up a guy and comically shaking him as coins fall out is just, like, just shrugs, like, oh, do we have a king?
I didn't vote for you.
So, has she actually eaten people?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Huh.
I
Okay.
brought a guy before the Duke who couldn't pay. He literally had nothing. We took everything from him, And you get that deep in the hole. And, the Duke was trying to figure out what to do, and he was like, just get rid of him. And she took that quite literally and just, like, bit into his arm and just kept eating. And he was like, whoa, fuck that. What are you doing? Please stop. And she was like, what do you mean? You told me to get rid of him. I'm getting rid of him. She kind of absolutely did not understand how his turn of
Metaphor?
phrase worked.
All right. So, how long ago did she disappear?
She kind of fell off the radar a while ago. Don't worry about how she accrued her debt. Don't worry about that.
No, I'm not worried about that.
Good.
This is helpful for tracking her down.
Of course. A couple months ago.
All right.
She was a bit of a knee breaker, you know what I mean?
I do.
She's really good at tracking people down.
So she knows all the tricks that you'd use.
Basically.
But she might not know all of mine. Rook, do you have any personal effects that you might have taken from her?
No. I don't think I've ever seen her sleep.
Huh.
Actually, now that you mention it, like, she never rented a room, she never asked for accommodations. I never saw her take a nap.
She had to have had a home base, so to speak. Did she live here?
No. She would just show up when the bounty was to be collected, and then would leave when she picked up a new one, which was quite generally almost immediately.
Huh.
All right. Did she work with anyone else?
No. Made a point of it. She really did not like working with other people. Duke tried to assign someone to her, and she got pretty upset, all that don't give me a partner shit and all that.
Did she eat that guy too?
No, but only because he explicitly asked her not to.
All right.
All right.
Do you think that she would have fled from the district?
No, I don't think that she'd do that. I mean, maybe? I don't know what would be out there for her, though. You know what I mean?
I do.
Like, go to District 3? Someone like her would kind of get shunned in District 3. Go to 5? That's probably not going to work out too well either. If she could make a break for 6, that'd probably work out pretty well for her, but that's a long way. And I mean, she's quick, and she's shockingly good at disappearing, so to speak, but I don't think that she'd want to do that. She seemed to like the district a lot.
Do you think she has any magic?
I can't rightly say. Sorry, miss. I'm not that kind of kobold, if you catch my drift.
That's okay. Huh.
I'm the money-grubbing kind.
So how did you come to recruit her? How did the Duke find her?
She came to us, saw the bounty board, and went for the highest head on the list.
That's quite the job application.
Yeah. Came back with the head, missing the rest of the corpse. She only got paid half because we couldn't positively identify the body.
Oh.
The head had been gruesomely malformed. She hit it really hard, we think.
Ooh. Okay.
Like, even if you decapitate someone, you gotta be real careful. If you fuck that up, he's missing a lot of his face.
Ooh. All right. Ooh.
But yeah, she seemed pretty. She didn't seem to care about the money, which probably should have been our first warning.
How much debt are we looking to collect on her?
It's not a matter of money. Let me just put it that way.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
So you'd want her brought in?
No, debt is fine.
Okay.
Getting her to talk would probably be difficult. She's very large. I don't know what you would have to do to torture her.
Ugh.
She didn't seem to worry about most things. He points to another ogre and is like, Krog over there? He can take a mean hit, but he shrugs when you hit him. She don't.
Is she
Okay.
bigger than him?
Only a little.
Okay.
Has anyone gotten close to finding her?
Maybe. I mean, we put out an open bounty on her. So, I mean, before it is that Kali purchased the debt directly. Most people don't announce whether they're taking it in, but we did have a few takers.
Did any of those bounty hunters who went after her turn up dead?
Yeah, actually, one of them did. Two of them did.
Where?
Random street name generator. One of them ended up on Holly Lane, and the other one ended up on Yukon Street. Holt, you are aware that those two addresses are not very close together. They're not super far apart. You could conceivably get from one to the other, but like unless you're crossing through alleys or ducking through sewers, you'd have a really hard problem getting there.
Reynold,
Yes,
did you just say ducking through sewers?
I did.
Are you doing this to me right now?
I'm not doing anything to you right now.
Are you shitting in our spaghetti right
You
now?
might be!
I mean, if you want to go down into the sewers again, I'm not going to stop you.
Don't worry, I'll just one hit the next Brat King we see.
It's okay. I'll just fucking kill myself instead.
Well,
That
suppose
being said,
the-
when Rook mentions the dead bounty hunters, he crosses his hand over his heart and says, "Johnson, Razor, we'll miss you."
I hope at this point in time we have the resources so we won't be freaking sickened and like getting diseases and poisoned every second.
Unless someone has Zone of Sweet Air, no, you don't have those resources. That being said, Holt, roll knowledge local on these two bounty hunters.
you got it. 2 rolls or 1?
Just one.
15?
15. Fuck. What was the second name I mentioned?
Razor.
Razor. You're not surprised Razor is dead. You never did any jobs with him, mostly because, you knew his reputation before you knew him, and you knew that he he was trying way too hard to be cool. Like he had crawled his way up from the gutters and was like, "I'm a bounty hunter now. I have a blade and I have armor and no one can fuck with me." That guy was a disaster waiting to happen. Johnson, on the other hand, that one sort of rubs you the wrong way. Johnson was a consummate professional. So much so that he didn't have a fucked up, weird, edgy name. He was like, "Nah, just call me Johnson." And he didn't want to disclose his first name, or he didn't want to disclose like anything about him really. He was just a professional like hitman, and like I'm talking like poisoned crossbow bolts, a real professional. And when you look at Princess's debt is worth like 20,000 gold pieces, basically. That's how much it is said that she owes. So like hitting that mark, hitting that bounty could set you up for the rest of your life. And so this was probably supposed to be Johnson's retirement.
Ooh,
So much for that.
poor guy.
And if he's left a widow or any kids, no one knows, because he never talked about that shit. Heyo.
Johnson, damn.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. That's when we decided to sell the debt to Kali. Let her handle it. Basically, we'd sell it to anyone who would want to buy it. Now that it's sold, I'm not afraid to admit that.
Fair enough. I mean, what you've been telling me, not exactly the easiest thing. Well, Holly Lane and Yukon Street are our best leads, so give Rook a little bow and leave my place in the queue.
All right, Holt. That well, I was hoping we'd get a little more on her, but
Me
I
too.
can still try to scry on her. It'll just be more difficult.
Would you be able to do like a blanket area? How does this work? Did you say like, oh, I want to look for ogres between here and there? Or you just
It's
sorta-
actually I need to find a pool of water,
Okay.
and it has to be like naturally occurring water. It can't be like you can't just fill up a bucket, you know.
Do you need to like touch it?
No, you
I
do not
mean-
need to touch it.
Oh, great! I can take you to the rivers then.
Perfect. And then I basically just I concentrate on her. It's more difficult because I don't know her, which is to say she gets a +5 to her will save. But I can yeah, I'll give it a try.
I'm down for
Actually,
that.
at least give us a place to start.
I have a sinking feeling, and I would rather that you did your scrying before I put that curse on us.
Don't you put that curse on me, Ricky Bobby!
Don't you put that evil on us, Holt.
Do I have to go to one of the river markets, or would a fountain do?
You
I've
would
scried
need,
in fountains before.
you would need to either find the mouth of a fountain, and it would have to be like, you would need to find the end of one of the rivers that did not end in a fountain, actually. Because the fountain ruins it, because it taints the water with technology. So you would need to find some place where the water just sort of pools up at the end. So you're probably going to end up finding, like, one of the dirtiest fucking shithole waterways ever.
Oh, I think that I know exactly where we need to go then.
Oh boy.
Remember that shitty inn where we left Grub accidentally?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would probably do it, right?
Yeah.
There's a place around there.
Yep, that would definitely do it.
All right, so do you guys go to? I don't remember the name of the absolutely god awful tavern.
I don't think I wrote it down.
I do remember that there was an elf and a human who were like obviously trying to kill each other between the one and one that was right across from the other.
Exactly.
Yep.
We stayed at the Humans Inn.
Right. So you go there, and both of those buildings are a smoldering ruin.
Oh, that's not surprising.
It
No, it
is
really isn't.
not. That being said, there are squatters there who are clearing the rubble, and they're like, oh boy, we get to set up some shacks. Now we'll have roofs over our heads that we can afford. You see, that's the problem with this fucking world. The disease of gentrification is cured by purge, and unfortunately, all these fucking fire departments and shit stop arson from happening. God damn it. Arson drives property values down. That's all I'm saying, folks.
Arson is definitely the answer most of the time.
With new flavors, arson, banana, fizz bitch, and gun.
Thank you for reminding me I need to light my gaming incense.
I guess I could open my fucking character sheet.
Fuck.
I thought that you were ready.
I even got my dice out.
You said you were ready.
Okay, I'm ready now. Sorry.
Yeah, no, we're just looking for some part of the river that would be suitable for your spell, Clementine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that anyone is going to bother attacking us.
Oh yeah, no, you guys definitely. You guys are not like mug fuel. You're like the opposite of that. Except maybe Clem, but no, there is a halt there, and like people like actively, not like flee at your approach, but they're like, oh boy, best back the fuck up.
They kind of crossed the street.
Yep.
That's fine. I don't care.
So you find the pool of water. It takes an hour to cast scrying.
Not if I cast Scrying Greater.
What?
Yes!
Yeah,
Standard action, baby.
Yeah, Slandra meant to join you guys, but she is now trying to talk Rival off the cliff.
It's fine, we'll be fine.
She knows you were messed up, Salandra, and honestly, she assumes that you are off a hangover, so she's not gonna bother you guys until at least noon.
So, Clem, what is the save DC on your scrying greater?
So because I have heard of the subject, she gets a +5 to her will save.
But what is the DC, my dear?
What level is my... Okay, you're at level 7, so... Okay, so the DC is the level of the spell.
Just tell me the number.
How do I calculate DC? I know you've told me before, but I forgot.
10
It's
plus
wisdom
spell level.
modifier plus spell level plus 10.
Okay. 21.
21.
And she gets a +5.
Well, the shimmering pool produces an image that only you can see of a rather large ogress hunkered down somewhere. You don't know where.
Holt,
Mm.
can I borrow a pen and paper?
Yes. I will get out a pen and paper.
Also, you note that her skin is blue.
I'm gonna draw everything about her area that I can see.
Got it.
And I'm also, just for the fuck of it, because I can do that with the Greater Scrying, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic on her.
Let me look at her stuff. None of her, she has a sack tucked into her cloak that is obviously magical. The cloak is also magical, but, for the most part, her gear isn't. That being said,
Okay.
she is magical.
Okay. So she's blue. She's got a magic cape and a magic bag somewhere, but other than that, no obvious magic artifacts.
Is she carrying a weapon?
Is she?
She has a great sword tucked in to, on a back sheath.
Okay. Like an ogre-sized
Yes.
great sword? Okay.
It is a very large great sword. She is large. Not huge, just large.
And what can I see about her environment?
Not much. It seems to be some sort of not totally ruined building, but like some sort of building in disrepair. That being said, there is something that you can see on a table nearby
Okay.
that strikes you as, oh boy, what the fuck is that? Let me just see if I can find a good image for this stupid horseshit that I'm thinking of. This works. There's only one, even though the image shows two, but this does good for me.
Weird.
Very.
I kind of make a weird little sketch of it.
Unfortunately, Clementine, your artistic ability is unable to express exactly how weird a gun it is. Holt, as near as you can tell, the ogre has a gun. Everybody look out.
Great.
Everybody get the fuck down. This ogre is packing heat. This ogress is packing heat.
It's a blue gun.
Blue.
Everything
Painted,
about her is
maybe?
all blue.
Like, it's got a bit of a glow to it.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Oh, Clem, I should mention, that gun, totally magical.
And it's magic.
That being
Course,
said, Holt,
course.
enchanted guns, that's not beyond the pale.
They're unusual enough to where we might be able to ask about it.
And I think that Rook would have told us about it if she had it before she left, right?
Probably.
Holt, roll a sense motive.
A natural 20, but it's a skill check. So
Sadly, it gets reduced to a 17.
No, it doesn't get reduced to a 17. It gets reduced to a 19.
Oh, okay. So basically, if you start putting things together in your head, try to make an intelligence check.
I love how you said try to make an intelligence
A
check.
14.
A 14. I'd say that's good enough. You successfully connect the dots.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I will give you all the dots, and you'll have to connect them yourself.
Okay, alright. Give me the dots.
Rook said, don't ask why, don't ask what princess did to earn that debt. I'm not going to tell you. She has something in her possession that's pretty powerful.
She stole this gun from the fucking Duke.
And the Duke would never admit
Never.
that something like that had occurred.
All right. Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
You're like a detective. This is great.
We make a good team.
That being said,
Yeah.
you don't exactly have any additional information as to where Princess is, but now you understand the crime Princess committed.
Okay.
That being said, her motive is still a mystery.
And she's alone?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, the scrying sensor follows her, and she goes to a different part of the building that she's in, and there is a dead person in there that is missing a lot of her parts, and Princess takes her greatsword and chops off a leg and starts just, like, eating that shit raw.
Oh!
What is it?
Like
Oh.
denim and all. Like she doesn't even remove the clothing from the person. That's just like this leg is a burrito and the pant leg is holding it in. And by the flies buzzing around that corpse, she's been dead a while and Princess doesn't seem to give a fuck. Like dead a couple days.
Is there anything remotely identifiable about this woman?
Yes. Make a wisdom roll.
You got it. A 5.
Oh man, something about her reminds you of the barbed devil that Holt beat the shit out of. But you can't figure it out.
What? If I get it right, okay, is she the woman that we saw that was the singer?
Alana Black.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yes! Holy shit! Holt, you remember
What?
that singer before you channeled Gemma?
The
She was
homeless lady?
yeah.
Yeah.
She's in the house with Princess. Been dead like at least a few days, and Princess chowing down on her leg. It's really gross.
Ooh. Oh. Okay. That's actually. Ooh. And Holt doesn't look nearly as horrified at that news as you might like. He kind of looks like a light bulb's going off on top of his head. That's actually that could help us.
If we know, well, it depends on how well dressed is this woman?
She is looking rather well dressed, actually.
Okay.
She apparently
She does-
made good on her promise to the barbed devil that she would take up her mantle once more.
Okay, it looks like she's all, dressed nice again. So she was probably still singing. So that means there was probably someone who noticed her going missing.
Probably, or I mean,
there's one being on this plane of existence who would definitely understand and recognize that she had gone missing.
all we would have to do is talk to Volrath.
Oh, well, there we go.
Was that the name of the devil?
Yes. Don't worry, I'm your continuity.
Thank you, Holt.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Cap.
You're welcome.
Pidge, go fuck yourself.
It's okay. I needed your wisdom roll, so. We have leads.
You have leads! Mysteries are being solved! Timelines are being undone!
I wouldn't say that.
So,
Yeah.
Holt, where are you going?
We should probably go to the Black Hand. Or wait. Before we go down this rabbit hole, what time time is it? He said he didn't want to bother Solandra before noon, but it was a bit of a walk down to the river. Do we want to bring them in on this?
They're
is what I'm
having it
asking.
out. You get a distinct impression that you two are gonna have to tackle this on your own for now.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Like you go to contact
I'd like
Solandra
to do
and
it.
nope, too late.
Too late.
You and Rivo are having at it. Sorry, Fallout style. You go to the entrance of the thing and you're like, should we call Solandra? And a hovering text box says, nah, don't.
Okay. I love hovering text boxes. On the way over to the Black Hand, I would like to kind of take a second to talk to Clementine.
Sounds good.
Clementine. So when we go in to see Niamisa, don't say anything about, you know, he makes
That's Kali?
no, that's fine. I think I was supposed to keep it more secret about the brood.
The what?
Good.
No, I don't think you ever
Oh,
told Clementine about it.
Oh,
Good.
no. Good. Never mind. All right. Yeah, let's go.
Good. Got him.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Oh,
What?
what?
He's walking.
Clementine, you're too out of breath having to keep up.
I've got little legs.
I have such tiny legs.
I mean,
She's like- She's grabbing your arm and like digging. Tell me.
I'll tell you later if you buy me a drink. If you buy me a
Alright.
drink that can get me drunk, I will tell you everything.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that.
Exactly. Don't say challenge accepted so fast, little one. So you guys go to the Black Hand. Someone has like created a ring of salt and a line in the center, and the general goading between the Black Hand and the Ivory Foot has turned into a pure wrestling contest.
I kind of want to watch it.
There are two guys in the center, and they're just going at it. It's all sort of like holds and test of strength sort of thing. It seems to be no strikes, and the goal is to get someone over the line.
Okay.
And so like it is like literally just a test of strength. Like no kicking, no like tripping people, none of that shit. The Ivory Foot representative is a rather burly hobgoblin, and the Black Hand representative is a rather burly elf, and they are just like sweating and like pushing and shoving and digging in their heels and like just trying to get the littlest, like their hands are clasped together and they're like just trying to get the littlest bits of leverage over each other. The elf seems to be getting the worst of it. His feet have been pushed further back than the other.
Okay.
And
Clementine takes a moment to cheer.
I'm about to say this has created a small crowd.
She actually hasn't decided what side she's cheering for. She's just gonna cheer.
I mean, at this point, a lot of the people there haven't decided who they're cheering for either. That being said, like the elf is about to lose. Like you could like you guys are watching this contest, and the elf's feet slip just a little bit further back, and like through gritted teeth, he hawks like a supersonic loogie, like By spitting in a particular way through his teeth, he is able to condense the saliva into a more sort of condensed and powerful spittle that hits the hobgoblin right in the eye, at which point he sweeps the leg, Johnny, and just, like, runs past, grabs an arm.
Dirty trick!
Dirty tricks. Runs past, grabs an arm, and drags him beyond the line and says, "Fuck you, I win." And the hobgoblin's like, "You cheated." And he's like, "It doesn't matter. In the Black Hand, there is no cheating. The strong survive." And I mean, like,
Woo!
there are definitely a lot of people who are like, "Oh man, we gotta go watch these Black Hand fights." But then there's another, maybe slightly smaller, maybe slightly larger group of people who are like, no, I don't want to watch fucking stupid, cheaty bullshit. I want to watch people, like, fucking duke it out, you know what I mean? That being said, now you guys can go into the Black Hand unmolested.
Great.
I know that I was unsure about this place at first, but I'm starting to.
Are you?
Yeah. It's like
You
a
know,
party
just
here
saying-
all the time.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And Holt looks really pleased to hear you say that, Clementine.
Yay!
I mean, he's only ever been told how, like, bad this all is.
Oh.
I would like to enter the Black Hand.
You go in the Black Hand. The person at the door stops you and is like, whoa, hold up. You coming to fight? You gonna be in the crowds? You look like a kind of a big boy, you know? Maybe we'd
No, I
like you to
understand.
pick up a blade, swinging around a little, you know what we mean? It's very
I've-
clear this guy does not recognize you at all.
I've already had the pleasure of fighting in this arena. No, unfortunately, today I'm here on business. Nikolai Holt to speak with the Lady of the Black Hand.
You are not Nikolai Holt. I've just been informed you are Nikolai Holt. He said, like, there's a moment where he just sort of, like, looks askance at no one and nothing, and then immediately follows it up with, "I've been informed that you are Nikolai Holt. Welcome back, sir?"
You don't have to call me sir. And I'll start to walk past him. I'll pat him on the shoulder as I go. Poor kid.
I'm with him.
She is.
He shrugs. You guys go deeper in, and Holt, you know the innards of the Black Hand very well.
I do.
At this point. That being said, when you go to where the door to Neemisa's office opens, there is no door on that wall. And you're like, a clever illusion. And you reach out for a doorknob, and there's no fucking doorknob. And you're like, oh.
Kind of pat the wall like,
Detect magic.
There is no magic here.
Ah, it's just walled up.
maybe it's around the other way.
That being said, you hear a slithering.
I look up.
It is Riate. She is wearing a blindfold.
Hi, Riate.
Riate.
Sorry, Holt. Neemisa isn't taking visitors, but maybe I can handle your business?
Yes. That would be quite helpful. Do you know if Volroth is available?
He still works out of his bookshop. So he's not here, but he should be open for business.
I wish to speak to him about one he has a contract with, one on a black.
Like, she looks at you with a look on her face that's real fucking neato, kid. And then she says, then maybe you should go talk to him about that.
Great. All right, I will.
Good. I'm
I'm-
glad.
Sorry to take up your time,
No, not at all.
and I guess I'll leave. That was awkward.
Super awkward.
Bye, Riate.
Bye. Also, Halt.
Mm.
I love the scales.
That he'll smile at that and then go feeling slightly better about himself. So where was Wand shop, I believe?
Yes. I don't
Somehow
remember.
I thought that he was gonna be in the basement of this place.
I mean, it's understandable to believe that he would do that, but I mean, like, he does have an address, you know.
That's true.
So you go to the bookshop. The shopkeeper is just like, oh, welcome, and he sees Clementine, and he's like, oh no, not you again.
Kind of puts up her hands. We're just here to talk.
Good. I assume you want to talk to the master.
Yes, please.
He gestures to the back door. You know where to find him.
Thank you. Sorry.
Shakes his head, groans, and goes back to sorting books or something. It's weird living in a bookshop that doesn't have customers. So you guys go down into the creepy basement. There's a barbed devil. There is a you catch him in the middle of some sort of dark infernal incantation, and there is a bag of wriggling things on his infernal altar in the basement. You do not know what is in this sack.
I don't really want to know.
And he holds a giant, a rather large slab above his head, and as he finishes the incantation, he brings it down on the sack with a
What?
bloody thud.
Oh!
And like you can like whatever noises the things inside were making, they're not making them anymore, and just like blood just starts pouring out of the sack as he hits it twice more with wet, fleshy thuds. Oh, sorry, Hulk. I didn't hear you come in.
Good day, Volrath.
I assume you want something. You don't come here without a reason. Hopefully it's not to
Yes.
pay me another beating. I am all paid in full. I know it.
I believe it. No, I wish to speak with you concerning Alana Black.
Do you know something about her? Do you know something about what happened?
Slightly. I know that she's dead,
As do
and I know who did it.
Interesting.
It's an ogre named Princess.
An ogre named Princess.
Yes, a real cannibal.
Oh.
Or I suppose it's not cannibalism, she's not eating other ogres, but... Anyway, that's not important. But I was hoping that you would be able to help us track down the killer of your, investment.
What'd you say?
Oh, I was hoping you could help us track down who did it.
Perhaps. I know exactly where she was when her life expired. I didn't do too much investigating into it. Sorry, I have too many irons and too many fires. You understand.
Understandable.
I figured I'd catch up on it later. He says you succeed on your sense motive roll. You get the distinct impression that he is saying instead I'd catch up on it never.
Oh, of course. It's a good thing that I'm around in the district to make sure that justice is exacted for the loss of your, and by extension, Niamisa's, deal.
Property.
Yes.
Halt, you get very uncomfortable as he refers to another human being as property.
Yeah, I kind of trying not to show that on my face.
Immortan Joe levels of, that's my property!
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she died somewhere around... James Street.
Hmm. Do I know if that's a good neighborhood or a bad neighborhood?
James Street is somewhere in between the two streets where the previous bounty hunters died. It is a... I'll just
Interesting.
roll a D percentile. It's a pretty good neighborhood. As far as neighborhoods go.
It seems like we know her hunting grounds.
Volrath
Good.
just muses, oh, good.
She has been tailed by a few other bounty hunters and has killed 2 of them in Holly Lane and Yukon Street, and James is right in the... Too many coincidences, all in a row.
Too many questions.
Clementine, when you scried Princess, did it look like she had moved the body to a different location, or...
How much blood was there?
There wasn't a lot of blood there.
She probably moved her. There wasn't too much blood anyway. Though she may have, blunt force trauma, so she...
Oh, what were you guys saying?
Oh, just that it didn't look like the body had been moved, but she may have killed her with blunt force trauma body to eat her.
Yes. You're not exactly sure what killed her. That's a very good question. Actually, allow me to change a retcon remix.
Okay.
No, that room has got a lot of blood.
Okay.
She had a slit throat, so she was brought there quietly and then executed.
She was killed in the house. There was blood everywhere.
All right.
I'm gonna stick to my guns on that one. There was not blood everywhere, but like you can you think back and you're like, oh yep, that's a slit throat. It was difficult to tell based on the decomposition and the extent of the other wounds to her body. But apparently the blood had been not spread all over the hardwood floor.
Either way, all signs are pointing around that route, so we should probably go there next.
All right.
I'm supposing that you don't have any additional information for us, Thorath. It seemed like we were able to tell you more than you already knew.
Same. Insofar as I agree. Sorry, she was just finally beginning to pay back on her investment, and I think she was going to fall off the wagon again, so...
Unfortunate.
No great luck.
Alright. Alright then, Clementine to James Street.
All right.
To James Street!
Ba-dum, 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 bum, bum.
Trying to find a good representation of
Of how it
house.
looks.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys are following the chat, but
I am.
Yeah.
Rival is trying to
I'm
castrate
stressing.
his brain.
Stressing.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna juggle some things over here. Save that for later. You check over the neighborhood. It's a very nice neighborhood. I shouldn't have posted that. I mean, if you find the house, that's what it will look like. But now we know what the house looks like that we're looking for. No, you don't.
No, we don't.
You wake up the next morning.
We go back to bed.
Damn right. Anyway, like, this is a pretty well-to-do neighborhood.
I'm going to start casting detect magic as I go.
It reveals a couple of sort of like magical alarm systems, but you realize it's not going to be particularly useful simply because of the range of the spell and that enough hardwood and earth will block its usage.
Okay. Well, we knew that the building was kind of decrepit.
On the
at
inside.
least. Well, should we just start going down and knocking on doors? Isn't that what guards usually do when they're looking for somebody?
We're not guards, Clementine.
We are now, Holt.
I think that's factually incorrect. I mean, District 4 doesn't have guards.
Oh yeah, forget that.
It's just the Duke's men and, you know, people like me.
But say when bounty hunters come knocking around, like because there is no rule of law, there is no obligation for anyone to answer to a bounty hunter except for by a threat, which often gets bounty hunters called on other bounty hunters. Funny how
It's
that
a delicate
works.
balance.
It's a delicate balance.
You just have to hope that the person you're looking for is hated by everyone.
Well, I mean, she's an ogre, don't you think?
Don't
mean,
you
surely-
think they would have noticed?
Someone here would have noticed her, right?
Possibly, or they could, I mean, yes, and we'd hope that they'd want to help us, but they could be more afraid of her than they are of us. And, you know, lie to protect themselves by not giving any information about her.
Never mind. Found a better image. Fucking delete this shit. I'm not posting the new one yet.
Okay.
I could turn into a little lightning elemental and zip houses.
Well, would you be able to, like, you remember what the walls of the building looked like, right? You could look for something that's made out of a similar material?
Oh, yeah!
I mean, your drawing wasn't exactly in color. I only have black ink.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, something important. Princess is blue.
Oh, okay.
I don't know enough about ogres to know if that's important or not. But
Well,
I
no one else
don't know.
mentioned Princess being blue. You're pretty sure someone else would have mentioned if Princess was blue.
I guess someone would have mentioned it if it was worth mentioning, so.
That being said, Holt, you've never seen another blue ogre in your life.
Maybe skin color is like hair color for ogres, and it's a little bit different for everybody.
I mean, orcs come in different shades, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she's part tiefling, I don't know.
That was awesome, Dave.
You guys, I'm stressing about this.
So stressing.
We're having like a fun buddy cop movie, and you guys are up in the ship doing this shit.
I'm stressed out.
No stressing out. We're gonna have fun, damn it.
Fun will happen. Mandatory fun.
The beatings will continue until morale improves.
No, I was just bound that I was going to do this without somebody with a haired script.
What?
Nope.
Are you
All
trying
I
to
do
call
is
me out?
destroy.
I'm just gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
If you're
Okay.
gonna run to the bathroom, then I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Exactly, I was waiting it out, but
Reynold, this is fantastic.
Do you have sense motive? Sal?
Yep.
alright, I am back. I'm stressing out, you guys.
Anyway, where were we?
I'm reading this thing.
Oh.
Sweet tap dancing Christ.
Oh gracious! About to say like. No, I'm not gonna say anything.
Don't.
I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Don't spoil anything.
I'm
If
not
you
spoiling anything.
if you want to say anything, there's DMs for a reason.
All right.
Pidge, are you back?
I'm back. I'm back and I'm stressing.
I'm about to say, Solange, do you want to kidnap Holt via teleporter?
I'm kind of pissed that you made me type all this out. I really wanted to roleplay it.
I'm sorry.
You started doing it on text. I mean, we could have done it verbally. It would have been a lot faster. This has been very slow.
I mean, if you want to do a dramatic reading, that's fine.
No, at the next con we will.
So is he literally raging?
I
ask
think he
Chris.
has entered a rage. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chris.
You've never seen him this mad and this icy. You expect him to be breaking shit? You know to his core that this conviction goes straight through. This isn't him thinking mad. This is just where he's at.
I mean, like, Solange, if you want to bring Holt on board, then do it to it.
Yeah, I am not. My persuasion skills tend to run towards mental bludgeoning, and I think it's gone past that.
We've gone far beyond that.
So the strange thing is, this would be actually a lot earlier than where Holt and Clementine are.
It all works out. Shut up.
They've been gone for like hours and hours, and we've been
It all worked
talking
out.
like
It all worked
We've been
out.
walking a
You
lot.
woke up really late.
We had to
Okay.
go from one end of like the river area to the other end.
That's what I mean.
Nope, it all
So
works out.
I think that the time works out in my head, in the spatial awareness that I have of District 4. This works out.
I think that
Okay.
whatever I have to do to make this work makes it works. It
We
all works
skipped
out.
a lot of travel time, and also our DM said so.
Oh no, I meant the other way around. I meant that I'm a lot earlier than you are.
Yeah.
Is Grub on the ship?
Yes. Grub is on the ship.
Would Grub have put this on the radio at some point so they heard this?
Unfortunately, no. He has a charisma of 7, so he probably doesn't have the presence of mind to be like, "Oh, this is important." That
Yeah,
being
I mean,
said, at this point, everyone's coming out of the woodwork to be like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's going on? We have an emergency in the." Sarush has one of Sarush's attendants has set out the alarm that there is an emergency in the medical bay.
Right. I would have been getting on the communicator and texting it out or whatever at this point.
That would
Like,
that
what the
would
fuck is Lobo doing?
Lobo's coming now. Huh. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So yeah, you guys are getting like, yeah, there's a lot of buzzing in that device.
Walking down the street.
Nope.
I,
About to say Clementine's communicator is going like weep 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 weep. Oh God, what the fuck?
What the? I pull it out.
Rivo's gone fucking insane and is planning on destroying his mind and spirit. Get the fuck up here.
How can I get up there?
You say as you and Holt are teleported into the teleported up to the ship.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Like Holt, it's super disorienting. Make a fortitude save.
Okay. That's actually not very good. Oh wait, my fortitude save is fucking awesome. 25.
Yeah, I'm about to say, never mind. Oh, I only rolled a 12.
I rolled an 11, thank you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you hold your stomach. You would have to critically fail in order to... You would have to critically fail in order to vomit from being suddenly teleported.
Still not very pleasant, though.
Oh, no. It sends your stomach through the ringer. And now, like, everyone rushes to the med bay to deal with the Rivo situation.
Yeah, Clementine hits the ground running on the ship.
I mean, you could always transform into something that runs faster than you can.
Yeah, like a lightning elemental.
It's so fast! Zoop!
Yeah, the lightning elemental on high-tech ship. Oh.
No, don't worry about it. That being said, so like when everybody gets to the med bay, like what is Rivo like literally doing like with his body? Like does he have his
Is Rivo literally not listening to me anymore?
Oh, he's not listening to you anymore. I don't care about that. I mean, like, is he like preparing to like cut out his gut, or is he about to say, is he? Oh, right, he's got a hammer. Like, is he about to like crack his own skull or something?
Okay. Well, no. I probably noticed that Sal took out the communicator and said that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I turn and I head to my berth.
Your room, you mean?
Yep.
Okay. There's someone who blocks your path. There is an old mentor who blocks your path. Rye.
What?
Can't let you go in there, Rye.
Do I look like I want to fight?
No, you don't look like you want to fight, but I think you need to talk.
No, I'm fucking done talking.
You're done talking to them. You're not done talking to me. Because they don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They don't know how to talk to you. I do. Give me a chance.
Fine. Walk with me.
Good. And any who choose to walk with him, like if there are any who choose to join the walk, Lobo explicitly calls out, "You can walk, but don't say anything. Keep your words to yourself, or I'll make you keep your words to yourself."
Yes, sir.
Holt's swallowing, but he doesn't even answer that with words.
Yeah.
Good man. And so this merry procession begins as like Lobo's attendants take up the rear, followed by Clem, Holt, Sal, Galather, and then the rest of the motley crew as you walk along the halls.
So I essentially will repeat the last paragraph to Lobo.
Yeah. Okay.
We have gone through district after district and left tyrant after tyrant behind, or we've treated with them. I've had enough.
I see what you're saying. Trust me. I've worked with Connor for 30 years. I know more than you what it's like to break bread with a maniac. And I'm asking, pleading with you, to please hold out for another year. Once you're done with that year, you can do whatever you want.
Another year.
I know.
No, you don't.
I do.
Do you know how many people die under like the fuckhead that's below us right now? Every day.
Thousands.
Mm-hmm. And we're gambling it all on people that they say talk in their heads. The one in my head doesn't do shit when shit needs to be done. And he backs utter fucking maniacs and lets things go. I'm done with it. Line them up and we take them out.
I'm down. I'm game. I think that's an admirable goal. But what are you physically going to do to try to make that happen?
Yeah, well, I need the one in my head to shut the fuck up. And if that is Sarush, he ain't gonna do it. Solandra's too much of a pussy. So, we'll find out if the consortium can do it. Part of the money that's in their fucking vault is mine.
Okay.
And if she don't want to hold the leash, well, you can.
All right. I'm game. Solandra, prepare the spell.
So, everybody notices that Rye's stuff isn't in the room. It's all piled up outside. He grabs the hammer, holds it on his shoulder.
Solandra, you can't.
What did you say? Can't or can?
Can't. Cannot.
Literally, I can't. I don't have the fucking spell memorized.
You and I, like Lovo looks at you and says, "You and I both know that that can change in 30 minutes." But you're gonna say no because you don't want to play party to something that you object to.
He's better off fucking dead than what he wants.
I
That's what you
object
think.
to all the fucking people that we've walked by that have died that we could have done something about. I object to fucking dealing and running with the crowds and the enemy are my enemies. Oh, so if we beat this guy, we beat the Dragon Lord or whoever the fuck that is. Well, look who in bed you're with. Everybody else that we need to go and fucking take out. But no, Holt's made friends of them all.
Listen. God damn it, Rivo.
You've lost your soul.
Can't argue with that. Some of these people, we have to use them. We can't do all of this ourselves. We can't fend off the Dragon Emperor with half of Septemport in civil war. We don't have the time or the resources to put our own people in all places. Like, we can barely find enough people to crew this fucking airship, let alone lead the 6 districts.
Yes, that's right. There won't be anything left of the districts by the time he comes through.
This isn't the right choice, Rivo.
They've had every opportunity to step in, help us when we needed it with all their machinations. They haven't explained shit. And then we find out there's a whole bunch of other people that they've decided to bet on, like they're different fighters in the arena. The fuck is that? No, they let this fucking mess happen, and now they do this. Oh, fuck it. I don't want to hear what any of them has to say through any of you. They don't deserve to say or have a say in what happens.
Are you upset because you're not the only scion of Marduk?
I'm upset because they aren't fucking doing anything about it. And we aren't either. He could have told me before I dropped that key, don't do it. Did he?
Would you have listened?
It would have been a good time, but now I know he didn't. He could have, but he chose not to. Always judging over my shoulder because I'm not enough this or I'm not enough that. Just like the fucking sword. If it's of no use, you drop it and you move on.
Wait, who is it? Someone's god told them that they weren't going to talk while they were up on the mountain?
Kira did.
Right.
The gods couldn't talk to us on the mountain. It was impossible. It was like just how we couldn't teleport into the city.
Mm-hmm. Sure. All these people that talk in our heads. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to believe it.
I believe it.
Good. Look where it's got you.
You mean in
Holtus
the happiest?
shakes his head.
You mean in the happiest moment of his life?
If you do what you want to do, you won't fucking care. You won't care about any of it. All of this is going to result in is you being a fucking zombie that won't give a fuck about anything you give a fuck about now. Why the? Why would
Oh, is that
anyone
what he
want
wants
that?
to do?
He
You know
wants to
why?
fucking lobotomize himself.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, it's called an exorcism. Because these fucks, none of them deserve to have any say in what happens. The only people who fucking deserve it are the ones who are standing right here, or anybody else who's got a backbone to stand up and fucking die fighting a tyrant. And then we're done dealing with them. Whoever's left will be the only people strong enough to meet the dragon dick at the end of the road. Let's run around and get these allies while everybody dies. There's so many strong people we could be saving. We could be marshaling to this flag. At the end of the day, that's the way to go. But you want to talk and make friends.
And how is this going to solve any of that?
By denying them a seat at the table, and we fucking make the decisions. Believe me, I know that this may not happen. He's talked to me in the last 10 minutes in my head. I'll fucking ignore it.
So you're just going to kill your soul?
More like butcher it. If I thought this could be done without fucking destroying you, I'd help. You know, I fucking am kind of conflicted about helping you anyway. I know it's what you fucking want. But I think you're being a fucking idiot.
Yeah, well, it's the rest of the stuff you should be listening to. Because whether or not that happens or not, whether I have to listen to him until the day I die is not the issue.
I don't disagree with what you're fucking saying about tyrants needing to die. You know something? I'm not... Yeah. I can't stomach some of these people. You know I can't stomach them. I do it for now because right now we don't have the fucking time to handle every single fucking fire that's going on. If it's in front of me, I'll deal with it. If I think it's going to make a worse fucking fire, then I won't deal with it.
We haven't dealt with one. Not one.
Grub pipes up from the back.
Wait,
Hey, Rivo, I hear what you're saying. I pick up what you're putting down. But do you know what could really do all the things that you want to do? A wish machine?
yeah, there's no fucking way that's going to go wrong either.
Yeah, I imagine that's what the keys were for, right?
Yeah. And I know that you really don't like those. And I know that you really don't like what happened with those, and I don't blame you. But I'm just saying, you can't kill a god like with a hammer. You can't. It would take beyond your lifetime to do so if you wanted to do it with like some sort of like thought campaign or something. If you really want to commit deicide, you either need to get another god to do it or to steal a god's power.
I'm not trying to kill a god. I just want him out of me.
Okay, that's cool, but like if you really want to take down all the tyrants, killing gods sounds like a really good idea. Just saying, wish machine. I don't know if the creator could create a machine so powerful he himself could not control it, but if he could, that's your only shot at revenge, really. And I don't know if you'll be able to lift the key after you get exorcised. Can you do a half exorcism?
Fuck you, Grub.
He looks really taken aback.
No, the sense motive was it was a fuck you.
Fuck you for
Half
being
one.
right.
Yes.
Unfortunately, he failed his sense motive rule. He has no social skills.
Well, other people in the room would have.
Oh yeah, like Lobo's definitely figured it out, and he's like, "Oh shit, I think he's got you there." Also, wish machine. Sorry, Lobo's more grizzled. Wait, wish machine?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
what this is all about.
It's part of what it's all about.
That's the big prize.
It's one of them, at least.
Okay.
It's just one fucking path out of many, out of this fucking labyrinth.
Rivo, I don't mean to sound selfish, but if this wish machine works like how I think it could work, you can make it so none of this had to happen. I know you'll still have suffered, and I can't ask that of you, but I'm going to anyway. Please.
Fuck.
Is that a good fuck or a bad fuck, Chris? Or is it in the middle?
Make your roll.
Oh,
I think it's a you got me there fuck.
I will say that
Fuck.
I will say that Lobo rolled a natural 20, and just consider how well he knows you.
So Lobo slides away from the door, and he watches me as I fucking throw everything as hard as I can back into my room.
All right.
He has tears in his eyes. And he doesn't care if you're gonna punch him, but like after you throw all your shit back in your room, he's gonna come over and give you a big hug, front to front, big orc hug. He doesn't care how upset you get. He doesn't care how hard you hit him if you want to hit him, but he's just so happy.
I hug him back, and I say, "Since when did you start fucking fighting people you train?" Things are changing.
Yeah. I think we need to change some more things. After you brought the mirror back and all. Got the gears turning.
Fuck. What are you looking at? Go finish what you're doing down there. I can't be in this fucking city.
You don't want to come fight an ogre with us?
The fuck's an ogre gonna do?
What'd you say?
He said, what the fuck's an ogre gonna do? And then he goes over, drags his hammer. Won't be the fucking first person I killed to feel better, and won't be the last. Fuck you all!
Well, yeah. Come on.
And the rest of the party went on the murder mystery.
Let's... Oh,
Oh,
alright.
that was good, Reynold. Your back channel.
What can I say? What can I say? Oh, what I said in the back channel or what I said just now?
Oh, in the back channel.
Ah, got it. What can I say? I'm a master manipulator. There's a reason I played Reed.
That must be a different read than the one I know that you...
Yes. I couldn't think of another name to give the halfling mastermind I was playing, so it was like, fuck it, Reed.
Shoot him in the dick, Reed.
Shoot him in the dick, Reed.
Yeah.
Reed, shoot him in the dick, young.
It was fun giving you all those properties so I could have them get destroyed by dragons.
I'm still sad.
I gave him this like really awesome tavern, and
It was
like
so cool.
it got ripped up by a black dragon that like spewed acid all over the entire place.
Oh.
That being said, the next time, if I ever run a game in Faerun, you can best bet that if anyone goes to Waterdeep, they're going to be able to find that tavern. There's going to be a fucking black dragon skull hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, yeah, you managed to weasel your way into getting compensated from it by the council.
Fuck yeah, I
And then,
did.
and of course, you weaseled yourself onto the council.
You're damn right.
Yep. Yeah, in Reed's backstory, yeah, he like in his epilogue, we discussed how he became one of the Lords of Waterdeep.
So when Rye walks out into the hall, he passes Salandra and reaches up with his other hand behind her shoulder and neck and leans in and whispers, "You're still fucking alright with me. Must be fucking killing you that Grub knew how to fucking shut me up and you didn't, though."
Ooh.
And then he hugs you, and then he keeps walking.
Fuck.
Rival's not so dumb. Oh, Dave,
Yeah.
if I could, I'd give you a point of inspiration.
Non-Pathfinder.
Unfortunately, only I can give out points of inspiration, and none of you get any. If you want a Kubi point, you'll learn it the hard way. Kubi points, otherwise known as rare candies or magic brownies.
I'll go for one of those.
Earning one is difficult. Using
Echo
one
weather.
is powerful. In any event, are you guys all gonna head back down to the city?
Yep,
for
teleporter
an ogre.
room, please.
Oh, you watch Black Sails?
I do. I love it. I like
haven't watched
Flint.
the last season.
I've seen the first season. I like that show.
What is it called?
I wish I liked it.
Black Sails.
Is it about
it's-
pirates?
Yeah.
It is about pirates.
How did you know?
I get lucky guess.
He is a good actor. I have to go with you on that. Flint's a good character. Some of the other stuff kind of leaves me a little cold, but you know, it's a good show.
So, who's up for a drink at the Ivory Foot?
Ogres first.
Fuck.
Ogres first.
Come on.
So you guys teleport back to James Street, was it?
Yep.
Oh God, Rivo, you can't stand this place. It smells like money, and not the good kind of money either.
All right, so we know that there's an ogre living in one of these houses.
Why do we fucking care about an ogre? I'm a little lost in terms of what's
It's a job.
What's this
for
all about?
Polly.
Good job for
got it.
Kali.
What?
As long as we're not working for his girlfriend, the lady who runs his
Then I've
boarding
been
house.
handed in.
Oh, so who? So that's not Callie?
Nah, not the fucking Medusa.
No, Nemesis is
I
the
know
No,
it's-
Medusa.
Kali's the human.
Oh,
I know it's hard
Okay.
to keep track of all his fucking girlfriends, but
Yeah.
this is the one we like.
Kali's the sweet one.
Well, I don't know. She seemed a little like a fucking bitch to me, but that's the reason why I liked her. So.
She's sweet for a knee breaker.
Exactly. I like her very much.
Halt, I hear what you're saying, but I break knees for a living. Please, take it down a notch.
All right, so fucking ogres.
She's blue and very tall and named Princess.
Solandra,
And
roll
that's
knowledge
the
arcane.
facts I made up.
As soon as she said blue, Solandra blanched.
go.
All right, it's gonna be like a 30 something.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You need to roll a 20 to learn everything you need to know, and you need to roll a 10 to get a clue.
My knowledge arcane is like a 21, I think.
You
So it's plus 21.
You understand that this is an Oni. This is an ogre magi. Ogres come in different colors, mostly grays and browns and greens, but blues? Only the kings and queens get to wear blue.
Oh. Okay.
That being said, ogre magi are not actually ogres. They just dress like them because they like. The legends say that when the Oni came to our world, the first thing they beheld were the ogres, and they said, "Ooh, I like that."
Mhm. So they're essentially fiends that have gone local and are wearing a nice little flesh suit.
Yep.
Oh,
Well, she's gonna love these.
Oh.
As
So,
Rivo rubs his blue magical bracers.
About to say, are they ogre strength?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
She has a gun.
which is also blue and glowing.
All right, just so you fucking know, a blue ogre is not really a fucking ogre. It's something wearing that shape. And it's a
Would it-
fucking nasty something.
Would for us to call her an ogre then?
Oh, they call them Oni or ogre. So essentially, in terms of powers, it's kind of like me.
Oh, so it can cast spells. That's
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah.
Something we need
So-
to be careful of is it seems she's able to disappear really easily. She may be.
They're shape changers and illusionists from what I know about them.
I'm about to say, you know that Oni can cast the darkness spell, they can constantly fly. They cast the darkness spell at will and the invisibility spell at will. They also have very high disguise checks. and they're knowledgeable about magic and magic devices, which means, you know, even if she doesn't have the spells she needs, she might be able to steal them.
Right. So,
Also, they
I mean,
can only be killed by fire or acid.
I forgot to mention they fucking regenerate.
Slowly,
They what now?
but surely.
They're sort of like fucking smart trolls.
They're really smart. Actually, they're not particularly smart trolls, but I mean, as far as trolls are concerned, she's a fucking genius.
All right. So they're not insurmountably powerful, but they're fucking sneaky and dangerous as all fuck. So we've killed worse things, but you know, I mean, this is
But be on our guard. Got it.
not something I want to be chasing into a dark alley, to tell you the fucking truth, because most likely that dark alley will be trapped to all get a go, and it won't be in the alley when we get there.
All right. Whew, so it's in one of these houses.
Let's see, detect magic. What's the range in detect magic?
I tried that.
Not very long.
I mean, between the two of us, we could try and go each side of the street, but
You're about to say, detect magic is a 60-foot cone-shaped emanation. And unfortunately, like, it gets blocked very easily by, you know, wood, stone, earth, lead sheets.
It's too bad we don't have Corgan around.
About to say, he'd be able to detect evil would be much more effective.
Yeah.
Oh, being around me wouldn't throw off his senses.
I mean, only a little. I mean, you could hire someone for a little while to cast detect evil. Unfortunately, as I recall, detect evil does not last very... Actually, it lasts for 10 minutes per level, so never mind. It did not used to.
I've got some gold on me. If you want to go to the Ivory Foot and ask for someone skilled in detecting evil.
that's a good idea.
Actually,
Maybe just
never
some of
mind.
our friends there.
The
No?
spell cannot penetrate barriers. Never mind. Detect evil is no better than detect magic. Cannot penetrate barriers, but 1 foot of can penetrate barriers, but 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt blocks it.
Okay, so it's... yeah, alright. Never mind then.
Well, it was a good thought.
Not really, but thanks.
You're too hard on yourself, Holt.
The point is, your basic detection spells won't save you here.
Yeah. Well,
Because I'm that GM.
I'm a fucking magus, which means that I'm pretty good at blowing shit up and defending myself from things getting blown up. But yeah, the divination side of the game is not my strong suit.
Yeah.
Well, she's been killing people along this stretch of road, so we may just have to spring the trap.
I look at the four of us. And I like tilt my head quizzically.
Yeah, I don't think she'd go after us.
We're not the most subtle.
Holt looks to Clementine, who he knows can look like a child.
All right.
You're proposing using Clementine as fucking bait?
I didn't say it.
I
that
didn't
makes
say
sense.
that, except when I just fucking said it. When I just fucking strongly implied it.
All right. And besides, I can shapeshift too.
Yeah, see? She can shapeshift too.
haven't showed you guys this trick yet, have I?
Oh,
My Thousand Faces spell that I can do at will. To look like anyone I want.
interesting.
Is that
Let's see.
is that alter self at will or something?
Yep.
Basically.
Clementine, do you turn yourself into a teeny tiny bab?
I turn myself into someone that looks delicious. Like a baby, but like kind of cute.
Tender and sweet.
Yeah, like
real?
yeah.
DM
Holy infant, so tender and mild.
Salandra is scanning the area. She's using detect magic, but not to find the Oni, but to see if we are under observation.
There is no evidence that you are under observation. There are no scrying sensors, and the only thing you seem to be under observation from are the residents, who are like, what the fuck are these assholes doing here? As nervous mothers tell their children not to look at those stupid bounty hunters over there. Like, what's that meme where it's like, no, don't look at that bounty hunter, and then she turns back to her child, and the child is wearing sunglasses, a bandana, and holding a machine gun, says, sorry, Mom.
I do know that meme.
I mean, like, I don't know what the rest of you guys are going to do to stay hidden, but if you want to do this stakeout right, the other three of you are going to have to, try to hide or be inconspicuous or become invisible or something.
Yeah, sorry, I can't have a whole bunch of bodyguards.
It's fine. I'm going to pick an alley and smoke like a chimney.
I'm gonna pick another alley and twiddle my thumbs, I guess.
Rivo, Salandra, what are you two going to do to look unassuming?
Would one of you hold my staff?
Is this it's like a total residential district?
Yeah, it's a residential neighborhood, and it's pretty ritzy and upclass.
You said we were gonna kill somebody. Fuck.
Clementine, do you have of calling for help? Over a
Yeah,
distance?
I'll just scream really loud.
Over a longer distance.
Let me see.
Hey, can the ship sensors observe this spot?
Yes. Do you call up to Grub?
Yeah. Hey, Grub.
Yo.
How tough would it be for us to go back up to the ship and have eyes on this particular spot? Clementine's gonna stay.
I mean, okay, give me a second. He futzes with, you can hear him futzing with some things in the background. Yeah, I'm locked on you right now. I can't see too good. There's a lot of cloud cover. I'd have to come down a little bit. But I could do that. Not much I can do from up here. I'm getting a lot of like scanner hits, a lot of magical security systems in the area, a lot of alarm spells, that sort of thing.
As long as we keep eyes on Clementine.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I got her on
Pulse,
camera.
What about you? Do you want to do you like do the same thing?
He nods. I'll go up with you. I attract too much attention.
Oh, sweet. We got a rapid deploy strike team. Groovy. Y'all just hang out in the teleporter room until then, I guess?
Yeah.
Until Clementine goes dark or something happens.
All right, before we split up for this. All right, when she comes out, I'm gonna. I don't know if I should go with her or not. I don't really want to be fighting her out in the street, you know.
I'm gonna give Lobo and Galithar a heads up that we're dealing with an Oni, and explain what that means.
Oh, like Lobo has some sort of understanding of what an Oni is. He's like, big mean ogre, and
Nah,
Galithar
that's not.
knows exactly what you're talking about.
They're fucking experts at infiltrating and screwing up things. So just keep an eye on your men. That's- if it gets on board, then right, things can get fucking ugly.
They nod. Galithar runs off to alert Sarush, and
Grub, keep an eye on all of our external hatches. If anything opens, will you know?
yeah, I can
Fucking-
keep. Okay, I can keep an eye on that or the camera. I can't do both. That thing's not gonna come up here, is it?
I don't think so.
It could.
You can hear a single bead of sweat fall down Grub's shiny chrome dome. That being said, Lobo assembles his security team. He's not sure how useful they'll be. How much damage does a cone of cold do, anyway?
I can answer that.
Oh, thank you. I just need to know what caster level Princess casts at. I'm having a hard time.
My cone of cold does 7d6.
Yeah, Cone of Cold is caster level times D6. So,
Yeah. I just
so
can't. I can't get a solid number on that.
I think it locks down at 10d6 as the maximum unless you have intensified.
Never mind. Princess casts as a 9th level caster. So she does 96 instead, which means, Lobo's men could probably survive a cone of cold, assuming that she doesn't use it. A cone of cold, assuming she doesn't use it on all of you instead.
Well, I mean, 20 cold resist.
She doesn't know that.
Bully for you.
No, you all have that.
Yeah, we do.
Oh shit,
Yep.
that's right.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
we
that
all.
permanent.
I think we all have 10.
I have 20 because of the headband of the winter.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
So
I was just saying that the rest of us just have 10.
Still. That's a lot of damage you won't eat from a cone of cold that other people will. That being said, so I assume the plan is Holt, Rivo, and Salandra stay on the ship in the teleporter room to deploy for when Clementine gets attacked, and I assure you it is a matter of when.
Mm-hmm. That's the plan.
She looks tasty.
My shitty plan.
She looks super tasty, dude.
Stop licking your chops. It's like a fucking wolf looking at the sheep.
Oh, it wasn't a shitty plan. It was an evil plan.
It's not.
It was, but that's okay.
He looks really uncomfortable.
It's perfectly normal to stake your best friend out like a lamb to slaughter.
I mean, it's normal for
If
me.
I didn't think that she couldn't handle herself, I wouldn't have suggested it.
No.
This is my confidence in Clementine.
That being said,
Slider's not saying that. That was Dave being a wise ass.
Yeah, and that was Chris being.
Oh. wise ass.
Okay. I
Supportive.
couldn't tell.
No, I was being supportive. No,
it's
I
good.
was-
It's a
being,
fantastically
defensive.
evil plan. It's great. That being said, the hours stretch on. Clementine, like, you are stuck playing Child for like over an hour.
Swinging my feet.
Picking your nose.
Looking
twiddling my
succulents.
thumbs, wishing Toby were here.
Mostly you guys are just bored. Like, this is the most boring stakeout ever.
Like, I was tense for a whole 5 minutes, and I'm like, I'm bored! Someone attack me!
Yeah.
Sit back against a wall, take a little CS.
Fuck, I only have one Dispel Magic.
So, that being said, like as the sun sets, and night takes over the day, like hours pass. It's like 6 at night. This has been the most boring stakeout ever. Clementine, make a will save. I'm sorry, don't make a will save. You automatically succeed, but you are aware that someone is trying to cast a spell on you.
Can I tell what the spell is?
Make a spellcraft check.
Okay. Eh.
This is starting to look like a Scooby-Doo episode.
10?
10? Oh, that is not enough. You have no idea. As far as you're concerned, some kid may have tried to cast prestidigitation on you to turn you purple.
I'm gonna assume that what she would cast would be something to knock me out, so I'm just gonna go kind of limp.
Oh, sweet. Roll a bluff check.
That's better. 23.
Damn. Like you pretend to go to sleep and you fall over, and I can't believe it. Princess missed this by 1 point. So your success isn't fantastic, but like you feel yourself getting picked up by an invisible hand.
Ooh. Is Adam Smith there?
What?
Never mind.
And like you feel a sharp nail dig into your cheek.
So have we observed this from up above?
I mean, everybody up above roll a wisdom check. Sorry, guys, you are all having a really hard time paying attention.
Wisdom check?
Wisdom to pay attention. Type
Cool.
that shit
I'm gonna
in
kill
that
an Oni
chat.
on my own.
Type that
Is
shit
it
into
a
chat.
wisdom save or a wisdom or?
It's a wisdom roll, straight wisdom. This is not a will save. This is a wisdom roll, indicating prescience of mind, mental fortitude.
Well, I have enduring stoicism.
Is that like a feat?
It's a trait.
Oh. I'll give you a +3 bonus.
It's still bad. It's be 14.
Hey.
That's not bad.
Mine's a 12.
Fuck you guys.
So only Rivo is really paying attention. Still, Rivo, you're not sure if you should strike quite yet. That being said, you begin alerting the rest of the party. But meanwhile, down below, because everything happens very quickly, Clementine, you get a nail like shoved into your cheek. It hurts a lot. Like, have you ever been scratched by a cat?
Worse, I've been scratched by a toddler.
Oh, yeah. All right. So you take 3 points of damage, but you're gonna need to roll a fortitude save to try to pretend to remain asleep.
Okay. Fortunately, I've got my cape on. Oh, that's a good roll. $33.
Fucking, you're a stalwart hero. You take that claw to the face, and she looks at you and just shrugs, and says, "Well, I mean, if she's asleep, then she's asleep." And then Princess starts flying away.
How many levels in submissive do you have?
Clem's a dom, actually, but you know, whatever.
Clem,
But go
you
up,
and
I
I
guess.
both know that is wrong.
Listen.
Don't make me print those receipts. I'll copy that floppy.
I thought my joke was pretty good for an old fart.
was acceptable.
It was great, and it gave birth to an even better joke. Which is kind of the worst in my experience as a comedian. There's nothing worse than you tell a joke and the guy you're telling it to says a different punchline that is way better than yours. Just like, oh, fuck. Now I gotta
story
steal
of my
that.
life with Milo as a roommate.
Oh, shit. All right. So Rivo, because you have alerted everyone, the camera is following Princess as she invisibly flies through the air, taking Clementine to a house that looks like. Oh no, that's not the right link.
Good catch.
This is
Does
the
it
right
look
link.
Amityville Horror.
Oh, nice.
I mean, you know,
Oh dear.
maybe if you had seen it in this light, you'd have realized this was the right house all along. But during the day, it looks totally innocuous. But you see it in the night's light, and you're like, "Oh boy, that's bad. That's a bad house. That's bad house." And so, Clem, you are sort of like conscious, but you have to have your eyes closed in order to maintain the illusion of being asleep. And it is basically impossible to determine where you are going while Princess is flying around.
Okay.
Like, she just sort of floats everywhere. You can feel the wind rushing past your face as if you were a bird, but you're like, I'm not a bird. This is in the air. What the fuck? You hear a door open and the door close, and then you basically sort of can't feel anything except for the rather generic floating sensation. Meanwhile...
Can I feel that she's touching me at all?
Oh yeah, you can feel like that there is one arm that's just sort of like wrapped around your teeny torso.
Okay.
I think it's fucking time for us.
About to say you can't, you won't be able to teleport inside the house because you can't see where you're going, but you can teleport to the house, like right up to the front door if you wanted.
What about front door and back door?
Oh boy, split the party.
Split the party.
We've
Split the-
already split the party.
Split the party.
Yeah.
Split it more. Split it more. Turn that
Yeah.
poop into wine.
Thank you.
Sorry, that's my favorite Eric Andre thing.
No, it's really funny.
Let me see what Wall of Force does.
Wall of Force is pretty good. It's some fucking bullshit. That being said, I am going to enforce that it has to be a wall. It can be tall, it can be wide, but you can't like just make a cage out of it.
And you can't do a dome.
And you can't do a dome. Oh, huh. I should hope a disjunction can destroy a wall of force. It destroys everything else. Oh, Jesus, this thing is so strong.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the wall is going to have, like, 260 hit points.
Yeah, it has 20 per caster level.
Yeah.
And a hardness of 30, so it has to do 30 plus, more than 30 points of damage to do anything to it.
You could create a sort of wall of force, like, around the, around the premises?
Do I know of any Oni powers that would allow teleport or anything like that? It's all kind of more shapeshifting illusion, right?
Yeah, you are aware that the Oni's primary ability is invisibility. Oni also know gaseous form, but neither of those will allow it to go beyond the wall. It will at least delay the Oni for a turn as it bumps into it, at which point it will probably fly over. That being said, you get 10 feet per square, 10 foot square per level, So you could probably make like a 20-foot wall around the house.
Yeah, I'll hold off. I'll hold off for now because if it was a dome, that would make sense. But with just a cylinder, it's kind of limited against a flying enemy.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm upsetty. A character in one of my games like created a. They were fighting some giants, and one of them just walled off a giant, and it's just like the giant couldn't get out of this gigantic tower of walls of force that this fucker had created, and I was like, this sucks.
Actually, it was in that tavern battle against the Black Dragon and some other. And I think they were Nycadaemons. Isn't that when the Talia created a wall of force and you guys were stuck in it for a while?
Yes. That being said,
It's
the
like-
wall of force is invisible, so if the Oni didn't have regeneration, she'd take damage from running into it. But she does, so she won't.
Yep.
That being said, do you guys deploy? Who's going to the front door? Who's going to the back door?
I can take the back door.
I'll take front.
Bravo, front door or back door?
It's kind of personal, don't you think?
I know.
I was waiting for someone to make that joke.
Okay, so how many? 2 in the front, 1 in the stink?
Well, it really depends on personal preference.
So what's the count?
There's one in front and one in back currently.
Then I need to be in the front.
Got it.
Yep.
All right. So Holt takes up the rear, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then Salandra and Rivo deploy to the front. So what are Holt or what are you all going to do now that you are facing these large, strong, moldy wooden doors?
Go inside.
Smash down.
Does Rivo smash?
Oh, yeah.
Given the
Thunder.
opportunity, Rivo smashes. I'm not going to ask you to roll. You knock the door off its hinges. I mean, you can roll if you want to see how, absolutely hard you demolish it, but you will break this door.
Boom.
That being said, now the Oni is freaking out a little. Clementine, what is your combat maneuver defense?
Oh dear. That's never something that the caster wants to hear. Oh,
No, never.
come on. Sorry, my character sheet froze.
Way to go.
24.
All right, you get grapples.
Oh dear. Can I do a thing?
No.
Okay.
BRB, I have to turn the porch light on.
You did not know they were deploying, so you don't, as this thing, draws a weapon and, wraps her gigantic hand around your teeny tiny throat. What were you planning on doing?
Swarm skin.
No, that does not. No.
Damn.
Nope. You're like, swarm skin, and she's like, nope.
Fair enough.
That being said, all right. So Holt, you open up the back door.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'm back.
Hey!
Okay.
Porch lights.
Hi.
So Holt, you open up the back door, and therefore you have no idea exactly what's going on.
Cool.
That being said, you do still hear, as well as Salandra and Rivo, because Princess is in the parlor, and so is and that is where Salandra and Rivo kick down the door. So as you two enter, you see the image of Clementine's child Sona emerge from refracted light, and you just hear a sort of sickly voice murmur, "Move and the child dies."
Can I transform?
Do you try to transform?
Mhm.
Okay. So, first things first, everybody roll initiative.
Cool. $17.
Rivo, what is your initiative modifier?
+3.
Nice.
And I would have been raging from the second I knocked the door in.
Understood. Salandra, what'd you roll on initiative? Stop rolling your die off the table.
Oops, sorry. That was. I was doing it in the wrong thread. I also had written in the memes thread that I was doing Improved Invisible back before when we were entering. Like, as Rive was smashing down the door, I'm turning.
Got it. That being said, all right, so... Wow, Princess rolled higher than all of you. Okay, so here's what happens. So, Clementine, you start to transform, and then there is a great sword that enters your body at a very uncomfortable, unpleasant angle. But it occurs after the transformation, so you don't get the healing. Shut up, that's just how it works.
Oh dear.
And you take 43 points of damage.
Oh.
Well, that's really factually incorrect. They use glaives.
This one uses a great sword. I know.
And a ray gun.
They use and a ray gun. They
And
use
a ray gun.
they use naginatas normally, but this one has a big old swordo. That being said, Clementine, what do you turn into?
A dead thing, apparently.
Is that can't be rain, is it?
Is that Rain? Come back from the dead, asshole!
You thought you could get rid of me?
It's a great
I
sword.
was gonna turn into a lightning elemental.
Wait, how many hit points do you have?
77.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
So you're a 24 hit point, whatever you are.
Yeah, a lightning elemental.
Okay, so you turn into a lightning elemental, and you're like, oh man, good thing I can't get critically hit when I'm an elemental. Oh god, no, that's still a fleshy bit. That's still the fleshy bit. You stop bleeding profusely as you turn into lightning, and you're like, oh boy, I'm real lightning now. And she looks at you and she's like, huh, you're real lightning now. Fuck, I keep opening the wrong thing. That being said, now it's Princess's turn.
Oh no.
Oh, that wasn't her turn.
No, that was her held action or whatever.
Oh no.
Clementine, what is your armor class as a lightning elemental?
Oh fuck. Great question. Hold on. Elemental Pathfinder.
You're not made out of real lightning.
You're made out of fake lightning.
Fake ass lightning punk bitch. Huh.
My armor class is 16.
Do you not have wild armor?
No.
You should consider that enchantment.
I will take that under advisement if I survive this.
You may not.
Oh.
Alright, so you take a lot of damage. You take 24 damage from a swing of the greatsword.
Well, that puts me at 0.
Alright then, the lightning elemental collapses into a pile of lightning.
Is 0 exactly or a negative?
0 is...
0 exactly.
Well then.
So then she's unconscious but not bleeding out, right?
Yes.
If I-
0, the best number to be at. That being said, now it's everyone else's turn, and she is quite visible. So, Salandra, it's your turn.
No, it's actually Rivos.
Is it? Oh, right.
Yeah.
My bad. I fucked up. You're right. I'm wrong. Tell me to shut my whore mouth and then pour water on my face.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Did you
Rivo,
say
it's your
so?
turn.
You picked on the wrong motherfucking group, and I sweep the shit out of the way, and scream at him, with spittle flying in a full rage,
Oh boy.
using my intimidating glare as my movement action. So that's going to be a 36 intimidate.
You succeed. She is demoralized. Let me look up what that does, and you can continue with your turn.
So we're pretty much in the same room.
Oh yeah, it's not a very large room. Like anything that's in the way, you could easily move by just like shoving it or walking on it. Probably walking through it.
I will stand over the body of Clem and Sunder.
What are you gonna sunder?
Gun.
She doesn't have a gun.
No, it's a sword, right?
Yeah, she has a
Sword.
great sword.
Ah, sure. What the fuck? Ooh. 44.
44. That's definitely a hit. Or is that just the damage you did?
No, that's the hit.
Oh yeah, you hit it. You hit it so hard.
Okay. 2d6. 4. 37 points of damage.
You you hit this great sword right at the stem and knocked the entire blade off. There's nothing left.
I look right in the face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's Solandra's turn.
Okay. How far away is? I mean, this is just all in a room.
This is like
Can I?
10 feet, 20 feet away.
All right. So I can get there, but I can't take a full attack action, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm activating my flight just as a.
Unless you have
I forget.
something that allows you to move without moving and move without taking an action.
Right.
Such things do exist.
Yes. Yes. I will. I will use my my movement to get there, and I have I'm doing the whole defensive concentration casting, whatever the fuck it is, and I'm going to do an intensified shock and grasp, maximized. So I'm using my maximize Magus trait.
Nice.
And my hit is plus 18. 28.
You
To
hit. Wow, Princess turned out to be more dangerous than I expected her to be.
Yeah.
Okay, so the damage from brother is 13 points, and then 60 points of spell damage.
16 or 6T?
60. 60.
Oh boy. Okay. Holt, you can hear the
So
tumult.
73 points of damage.
Holt, you can hear the tumult of battle going on deeper in the house. You're gonna have to rush through a couple of rooms.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna do.
You could try to make a perception check or just focus on getting there.
Focus on getting there.
Got it. You start rushing through rooms. There's things in there. Those things are for another time. Clementine, it's your turn. You gurgle. Back to the top of initiative order. Princess turns into a cloud.
I hold
Is
that
this-
action.
Is this thing dispellable?
The subject and all its gear becomes insubstantial, misty, and translucent. Its material armor, including natural armor, becomes worthless. Though its size, dexterity, deflection bonus, and armor bonus from force effects still apply. The subject gains DR10 magic and becomes immune to poison, sneak attacks, and critical hits. It can't attack or cast spells with verbal, somatic, material, or focus components while in gaseous forms. You don't know this, but Solandra does. This does not rule out the use of certain spells that the subject may have prepared using feats, silent spell, still spell, and eschew materials. Keep that in mind. The subject also loses all supernatural abilities while in gaseous form. If it has a touch spell ready to use, that spell is discharged harmlessly when the gaseous form spell takes effect. A gaseous creature can't run, but it can fly at a speed of 10 feet and automatically succeeds on all fly skill checks. It can pass through small holes or narrow openings, even mere cracks with all that it is wearing or holding in its hands, as long as the spell persists. The creature is subject to the effects of wind and can't enter water or other liquids. It also can't manipulate objects or activate items, even those carried along with its gaseous form. Continually active items remain active, though in some cases their effects may be moot.
Well, a lot of that sounded great, but the beginning part sounded like Ghost Touch would work on this fucker.
Don't.
All right. Force effects still work on it.
Armor bonuses from force effects still apply. Depends on the force effect. Convince me.
Well, I was actually going to turn Brother's. Brother has the ability to transform his damage types. So I very rarely used it, but I can change Brother's damage into force. Or I could try dispelling magic.
Dispel magic would also work, but there is a powerful course of action that you could take that would end this fight right now. I will give you to the count of 10 to figure it out.
Well, Rye goes first, and he's going to swing because he thinks Ghost Touch is going to work.
That's fair. Wait, you have a ghost touch weapon?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Good call, my good man. You swing, and unfortunately, your maul goes helplessly through the gaseous form. I mean, as near as you can tell, you didn't do any damage. You could keep swinging if you want.
Yeah, I'm enraged. Of course I do.
Of course you keep swinging. Why do I ask such stupid questions? You full attack the cloud. You're not sure if you had any effect. All right, Solandra. You have the right answer. It's standing right in front of you.
The right answer is standing right in front of me.
That's not a cryptic hint. I'm just saying it's something on your character sheet that your character knows that they can do.
I can do holy damage.
Nope.
Slumber?
No, too late.
I could-
What do you want to do? Dispel action? Dispel magic, as I recall?
Yeah. Alright, I'll do the, yeah, I'll do dispel magic.
All right. Let me look up dispel magic, because I think this is a focus dispel. So I'm not sure if she gets anything to avoid it. Targeted dispel. One creature or a spell on the target, or spell is the target of the spell magic. You make one dispel check, and compare that to the spell with highest caster level. If successful, that spell ends. If not, compare the same result to the spell with the next highest casting level. Repeat this process until you've dispelled one spell affecting the target, or you have failed to dispel every spell.
Is this only directed at Princess, or
This
is
is-
Clementine going to catch part of that too?
This is only directed at Princess. Also, you
Ah,
can't
damn.
you can't dispel a druid's shape change.
Ah, damn, because I could have used that 11 heal points.
If you could, I would say you don't get any hit points because fuck you. That being said, Solandra, make your roll 1d20 plus your caster level, but I think it maxes out as at 10 for Dispel Magic.
I'll check.
I'm looking through it, and I know it's supposed to max out in regular Dispel, and then Greater Dispel gives you a higher thingy. Oh, never mind. They no longer cap the caster level bonus. Now Greater Dispel affects more spells. So like regular Dispel only dispels one spell. Dispel Magic Greater could dispel up to 5 spells.
Okay, so I roll 20 plus 13, and I'm trying to beat a 20. Oops, and that's a D12.
Nice.
I only rolled an 8. That's a big 8.
And so that is a 24.
24. She regains material form and looks a little confused.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I have a bonus action I can. Not a bonus action, a fast action I can do. No, I. I think I am going to be pretty done.
Does initiative pass to Halt?
I fucking hope so.
I believe so. Yep.
Yes.
Halt, you get the fuck in there. I've got some good news and some bad news. As you pile your way through this like maze of a house, you come to the parlor. Unfortunately, you know you won't be able to like get into melee with the creature. You could throw something at it.
How far away?
At this point, she's 20 feet because she floated toward the front door, and you're coming from the opposite side.
20 feet away, you say?
20 feet away, I say.
Then my cone of cold will just hit her?
Unfortunately, what type of action is it to turn into the wolf?
I can do it not in wolf form.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
What's the name of this magic item again? Hood of the
Headband
Winter Wolf?
Winter Wolf.
Yeah, but I remember seeing it. It's actually not even. He doesn't really turn into a real winter wolf. He turns into like a white dire wolf. It has a cone of cold that's kind of like a sideline, right?
Whoops, I accidentally looked up an actual winter wolf. Not what I was going
Turn
for.
into a winter wolf. Fuck you.
It's not the same. I threw this out there as a lark, man. Once per day, the wearer may transform into a large white-furred wolf for 11 minutes. Additional once per day, the wearer may breathe a 30-foot cone of cold that deals... Yep, alright, never mind. The wearer may use this breath weapon even when transformed, which implies that it can be used when not transformed. So, she'll make that beautiful, beautiful reflex save if you want to throw out that cone of cold.
I do.
You are close enough to Clementine's contorted body that she does not get caught up in it.
Oh, she doesn't?
No.
And I don't believe in cone of cold, so it doesn't work on me.
I mean, you guys are like on the other side of the room, and like, the way I imagine it is the Halt doesn't need to hit you with this.
Thank you.
That being said, if Princess wanted to use it, she would hit all of you. So roll your d6s. Princess rolls her reflex save, which she is bad at. Oh my god, I didn't know she was this bad.
Does the condition of being scared to shit of
I need my
reduce that?
calculator.
Or-
It does. If she had succeeded, she wouldn't have. Who'd have thought?
Give me my calculator.
Ogre Magi's only roll a +5 on reflex. Did I say +5? I meant because of what Rivo has done to her, +3.
26 points of cold damage.
All right, and Princess goes down.
All right. These things fucking.
So Clem gurgles. Rivo, I assume you run over there and start smashing the body with your big hammer.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You plunge some giant holes into her torso, spewing.
Does your
the
hammer do
ground-
fire damage?
No.
No.
All right.
So like, Solandra, you'll have to finish Princess off. That being said, Princess gets pushed into like the negative 200s of hit points.
Yeah.
Like, there is ogress blood everywhere, all over everyone. But
Yeah, I have scorching ray, so I can.
do you scorch
I
that
can
shit?
Yep.
That shit gets scorched. Princess turns into fucking dust. There's nothing left of Princess but dust, and nothing left of Princess but a scorched ogress body and fucking blood.
Were we supposed to take some sort of evidence of this?
Yes.
Well, Halt, throw that out the window.
Fuck.
Although, now that you think about it, you're not sure what the hell you were supposed to do in order to take evidence of this if she can literally regenerate.
The nails, the nails of Ogre Magi are like iron and sharp. I'm
That's
sure
true.
those are
Cap,
still around.
check your DM.
What? What'd you
Check
All
do?
right, so-
your DMs.
No, I know.
Okay.
I also had this idea.
Okay.
I
How
was
do we-
getting to it. I promise I'm not an
Okay.
idiot.
How do we heal fucking Clementine when she's like a fucking pool of lightning?
It's also
I have a
tricky.
healing potion.
It doesn't work in a fucking pool of lightning.
You actually can't feed Clementine the potion because she does not have a mouth.
Oh.
I have no mouth, but I must scream.
I have no mouth, but I must drink. Oh my god. That's
She's the only fucking one of us who could do something about this fucking situation.
now there's
And-
got to be a situation where there's been an alcoholic D&D character transformed into something that doesn't have a mouth. I have no mouth and I must drink.
I thought that healing potions also worked being poured onto wounds. Didn't
If
think
it-
you had to
if-
ingest it.
If she had a wound, you could pour it on. If she had a
Oh.
skin that the potion could absorb into, but she's literally made out of lightning.
She is a
Real
puddle-
lightning.
A puddle of lightning on the ground.
Just scoop me up in a little cup.
I'll carry Clementine.
Do you have lightning resistance?
No, but
Then
I
you
have a
don't
fuck
wanna-
ton of hit points.
Oh God.
Christ, don't. Just leave me here.
Just
For now,
tele-
I'm gonna leave you on the ground. Is she actively dying?
No, actually, she's
No,
stable.
let me sleep it off.
Just,
Okay.
just somebody teleported to the goddamn ship.
Grub, we have an extraction. Can you do it from inside the building?
I can. Locked onto her signal now.
Don't
Wait.
take me, please.
Wait, why is her signal like all over the place and really thin?
Clementine's a fucking electrical elemental.
Glad
Can
you
you
told me
send it?
that.
Can you send it to Sarush?
I can.
I look at Holt. I guess you need backup.
Yeah. Could you collect some of those claws? I'd like to try and find that gun that that Clementine saw when she scryed her.
Well, be careful. These things are known fucking traps.
Okay.
I collect their fingernails. Put them
I'll start searching, but I'm being very careful not to interact with stuff. Keeping my flight active until I'm sure that this place is safe.
Can I,
You know, Rivo has a good eye for traps if you remember it.
I do.
Do you guys start investigating the house?
Yes.
Yep.
The house is actually very well furnished. There also does, like, the only blood you guys find as you guys are doing your little exploration is the ogress's blood that you spilled all over the parlor. This place looks spick and span, clean as a whistle. It also looks like no one's been living in here for weeks.
Maybe this wasn't its lair.
Pretty
I don't know, I
clearly
didn't
the
see the
ogress's
scry.
lair.
Huh.
That being said, Holt, you can confirm that none of this looks like what Clementine had seen through the scrying, or at least what she described.
When
Clem
Clementine
described
saw-
something much more dingy.
I'll pass it along.
Maybe there's something fucking underneath this. Let's check. I'm also detecting magic.
Detecting magic, you spot something magical through the floor. You can't make out its shape.
All right,
But
something
it
down
looks
below
kind of
us.
small that someone could hold in their hand. That's only a floor down.
It's fine. See if there are any stairs or a hatch.
There do not appear to be any hatches.
Not even under like a rug or something.
Yeah, no, you check all the obvious, like, under a rug, in a closet, door that has stairs that lead down. Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, if it's hid with an illusion or other, I have advantage to look through that.
Sounds good. Try to disbelieve the illusion.
I'm not going to beat that. Okay, a 19 plus superstition.
Ooh.
So that's 23.
Either this illusion is so powerful you can't detect it, or there is no illusion.
Okay.
You're pretty firm in your belief of the latter.
There might be another way of getting in from outside. Or the thing may just have been using its gaseous form. Can it transport stuff in gaseous form?
It can transport things in gaseous form.
All right, well...
Rivo, do you start smashing the floor?
Oh yeah.
You win. You figured it out.
I was about the dimension door down there, so...
You smash a hole through the floor. It's pretty easy. The only issue is once you're down there, you're not exactly sure how you're gonna get out. Oh wait, you have a teleporter.
Okay.
Oh,
I got really. I have a rope. I've had rope the whole game.
And it's a house. How far down can it be? I'm pretty athletic.
That's true. You could jump your way out. It'd be tricky, but not hard. It's only like a 15-foot tall basement.
Yeah, I'll drop down.
He could probably smash his way through the foundation.
You drop down. The scent of a corpse suddenly overtakes you, and you can see a fancy schmancy blue gun sitting on a table. It has been the subject of some amount of magical obsession, one would say.
All right, I'm going to take a look at the thing once I get down there.
Hold it.
Are you going to send it to the damn thing before I get a chance?
Smash or not to smash?
Don't you fucking smash that.
Bravo.
Rivo, you're divided.
Ooh, I rolled a 1 on my will.
Does that mean you smash or you don't smash?
That's the question.
Yeah, this thing eats babies and is a real bad motherfucker.
Hey,
and
she didn't eat any babies that you know of.
tried to.
Hey, Clementine wasn't an infant. She was more like she was more like a toddler.
Okay. Prove Thunder. 27.
You know, it's funny. I cast Vampiric. I've been storing Vampiric Touch in my armor for like 10 sessions. I haven't gotten hit.
36 to hit or damage?
2 hit.
Oh yeah, you hit it. It's just an object. It's not being intended.
Well, it's then I just will keep hitting it until it's done.
Well, I mean, you roll your first thing of damage because I get the distinct impression everyone else is going to try and stop you.
The distinct.
I should have fucking teleported down. Anyway. Scrub is going to be so upset.
Okay, 38 for the first.
Oh god. Okay. So he wait. Don't be so gun jumpy. All right. So you hit it with your hammer. You ever see that? Do you remember that part of the Lord of the Rings where Gimli tries to smash the One Ring with an axe?
Kaboing!
What is the enhancement level on your hammer?
+2 ghost touch.
Cool.
So 3
So-
total.
So it's +3.
It only counts the enhancement modifier, so it's only +2 for determining how improved its hardness and hit points go. Oh yeah, I've been studying my sundering.
Should have cast Wall of Force. Oh.
So what? I break my own hammer?
You might break your own hammer.
Oh shit!
It's okay. You have Grub. He can fix everything.
It's another dead weapon.
Grub can fix it.
Son of a bitch.
What the fuck? I'm having a really hard time finding how many hit points weapons have. Damaging objects. Thank you. A two-handed hafted weapon. Has a hardness of 5, which goes up to 9, and a hit points of 10, which goes up to 20. No, it goes up to 30. You get plus 10 hit points for point of +1-ness. Unfortunately, you said you did 38 damage, right?
No, but I receive a +2 bonus to my combat defense maneuvers whenever an opponent tries to sunder my gear.
They're not sundering your gear. You're trying to sunder your
sundering.
gear. You already also managed to hit. Right. You. I want. How much damage did you do to the gun?
Oh yeah, it was 36.
Okay, then. So you smash it with your hammer, and the head goes flying off the handle, as the handle has been snapped firmly in two.
I drop out of rage and go, fuck!
The
Greg, are
gun,
you okay, buddy?
the gun hisses, sizzles, and blue gas comes out of the nozzle. I'm sorry, the barrel.
How much blue gas are we talking about?
Enough air that would be expressed in a laugh.
So, in other words, it's not flooding the room with toxic fumes.
No, it's not flooding the room with toxic fumes. It's just like a little puff of blue smoke.
All right. I'm going to study this before Rivo, if you don't mind, let me take a fucking look at this thing before we touch it. Because we really don't want to blow ourselves up just now.
I look over. What fucking fiend is going to get that?
Holt jumps down into the hole.
I gather Holt's volunteering.
Give me the demon gun.
Most likely Grub.
Clementine, you are back aboard the
good.
ship.
He's not much of a fiend. Hey, I'm gonna study this thing. Does it seem to be a purely arcane artifact, or is it like grub stuff, techno magic?
It's both. Like you're like, okay, that's purely magic, and then you're like, that shit in there, that is not magic. That's grub shit. I've casted detect magic on his shit, and it looks like that when I look at it. That being said,
Hey, get your skinny ass down here. We need you.
oh boy.
Don't worry, you'll be happy.
Oh boy. That being said, Clementine, you are returned to consciousness and full health by a Sharush who's only been slightly electrocuted.
Sarush! Thank you.
You're welcome. Could you...
I transform back and give him a pat on the cocoon.
Thank you.
Go.
The cocoon doesn't get cracked, but you can tell that the fluid within is damaged in some way, but it begins to mend itself.
Sorry for the
I mean, it was only like 6 electricity damage. Still, you might not want to like hold that or like headbutt it. Meanwhile, so Clem, you and Grub go to the transporters and you transport down. Excuse me. And
Bless you.
Rival
you
has
see,
his
you see a real mess on
the
the
pieces of his
level.
hammer.
What
Grub,
the hell happened down here?
if I had to hazard a guess, I'm gonna say Rivo tried to smash the demon gun. Hey,
Well,
big
I
guy.
thought the whole point of this was to get this to
So,
some
what-
other
what-
badass.
What's the story of this fucking gun anyway? It's like, what do you know about it? I mean, we didn't really get a hold on this.
It was a weapon that the Oni had.
Yeah, I fucking figured that out. But do you know any more about it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you do. You know who she got it from.
Holt's
I
not
think
gonna
Holt
fucking
knows.
say that.
Yeah, but Clem doesn't know.
Clem, do you spill the beans?
I don't think she knows.
Oh, that's fair. Oh, that's fair.
Holt
I don't
didn't
think
tell
Holt-
her.
That's fair. Holt didn't bring it up. Salamdra, roll sense motive.
Oh, well, natural 17 with a plus lots. 16. 33.
You are aware that Holt is withholding information.
Fuck.
Oh, goodbye, D12.
There you go. What? You were never gonna use it anyway. If you don't have a great axe and you're not a barbarian, you don't need a D12. Shit, I'm playing a barbarian and my axe is too small. I was so you don't know how pumped I was to finally break out my fucking D12s, and then I was like, oh shit, I'm a halfling, I'm too small, I don't get D12s.
I mean, if
There
you
it
wanted to
is.
take a penalty to your attack rolls, you could wield a medium-sized great axe.
I mean,
That
well,
would be.
I would take monkey grip for certain,
Mm-hmm.
but
If you wanted to sink those feet, I'd let you do it.
nah, I'm too busy smelling shit and fucking power
All right,
slamming.
fine.
I'm too
just
busy
looks-
getting my great cleavage on.
It looks so weird when people wielding weapons that are bigger than they are. I don't really like the aesthetics of it.
I really do. I have problems. Anyway, Holt is withholding information. That being said,
Fuck, man.
Grub starts checking it out,
Pants on fire.
and he touches it.
That
That. All right.
You-
I
you
assume
didn't-
you know what you're doing.
You didn't tell him not to touch it. That being said, as soon as he does, his hand recoils, and he's like, "Oh shit! It talked to me."
It
What'd it
talked to
say?
you.
It said hi, hello. That's all it got out before I stopped touching it.
I touch it.
Oh, hold on one sec.
Too
Let's
late.
do
Clem's
this.
already touching it.
Fuck. Poor impulse control.
This isn't.
I was supposed to be the fucking one with poor impulse control.
Yeah, you shouldn't be talking.
What? Hi. I'm the
Hi.
gun.
Hi, gun.
You don't have to talk out loud.
Oh, sorry. And then mentally, sorry.
Okay. So, who are you all?
I'm Clementine, Holt, Salandra, Rivo, and Grub.
Okay, that's really useful. The names are good, but who are you really?
Guys, do we have like a group name or something?
No.
We're
Just four
friends.
of us. Just four of us. Never really occurred.
We're trying to do the right thing.
Okay, you're going to need to be more specific. Everyone that has ever wielded me has always thought they were trying to do the right thing.
I don't really want to wield you. I just want to know where you're supposed to go.
Okay. What do you mean where I'm supposed to go? There's no place where I really belong. Just don't bring me back to that nasty man, and please tell me the big blue one is dead.
I ease brother out of his sheath as Clementine's having this conversation.
She is definitely dead, and who owned you before? Or, held you?
Well, a nasty man tried to send his nasty men to come bring me to go kill people and get money, and I'm really not about that, so I dominated them and made them kill themselves.
Oh. Oh boy, okay. What are you about?
War, mostly? Mostly I do war. Really big on war, gotta say. Yeah, that's it. Just love war.
So war, but not mercenary war.
Oh, I mean, like, there's killing for gold, but I'd much rather kill for a cause.
Oh, Mr. Carter! Mr. Carter!
I bring brother over towards the gun.
Do you touch tips with the gun?
Yeah.
Was that a yes or a no?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, pardon me.
Don't
Someone
cross
else?
the streams!
Oh, no, the streams are getting crossed. Oh, it's another one. So, Clem, you can't hear what brother is saying. Similarly, Salandra, you can't hear what brother is saying to the gun, but brother can relay information to you. And he tells you, it is a weapon of some power. There's some sort of interchange between brother and the gun. Ah, I see now. You remember those weapons that the Chosen use that shoot the powerful lasers and whatnot?
Yes.
She is a prototype.
Huh. Interesting. So an early version,
Yeah.
more or less powerful.
Well, consider me compared to perfection.
Perfection seems to have some elements that are more powerful than you are, but I don't think we've established that she's definitively more powerful than you.
Exactly. As near as I can tell, their master plan for making such a powerful weapon was to splice magic and technology together. Hence, magic sentient gun. Actually, I can attest. Sentience in magical weapons is simply a product of their magical power. Put enough magic in something and it comes to life.
You were kind of intelligent before you got anywhere near powerful. But so safe for Clementine to be in contact?
Well, I could try to dominate you. I refuse, obviously, categorically. Similarly, she could attempt to do the same, but I believe that you are unique. You and your group are uniquely protected against those effects.
So is everything all right?
They're having a conversation. I think Clementine's also having a conversation. It doesn't seem to be an evil thing, from what I can tell.
Okay.
But it was a prototype of the weapons that the Chosen use, just a little different.
Also, the gun doesn't want to go back to the nasty man who wanted them to kill for money. And she kind of gives Holt a look.
Shh. What?
Holt, you are a worse liar now than you were before, and that's fucking amazing.
I wasn't lying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lie of omission is still a lie, Holt. That's what Gemma tells you. That being said,
Well,
that's not with judgment. That's just like he's stating a fact.
it's good to know that at least that you can still feel guilt.
Solandra, I've never stopped.
Solandra, when Holt goes to the gas station, he fills himself with premium unleaded guilt. It's what fuels him.
So, are we really to do a bounty for Kali, or is there something you're not telling us?
Well, I didn't want you to jump down my throat about it. Kali bought this thing's debt from the Duke. And I was able to connect the dots that once Clementine saw this weapon, that's why she had such a bounty on her head. She stole this from him.
Which means if you want the gold, you'll definitely have to return the gun.
What the fuck is 20,000 gold to us, though? I don't want to hand this back to the Duke.
Am I right?
You really think I'm that stupid, Solandra?
No.
Can I sense motive?
Roll it.
An 18.
Solandra.
She's reserving judgment.
Holt just nods. Knew it.
Fucking called it, mate.
Listen, the fact that that was stolen wasn't even part of the job description. The Duke doesn't want anyone to find out that he lost a powerful weapon, that anyone was able to do that to him. So if we didn't find it, we weren't even looking for it in the first place.
Yeah, it wasn't even with the body.
Exactly.
Yeah, it just happened to be lying.
We say nothing about it. We just tell them that Princess is dead, which is true.
Somebody roll an intelligence check, please.
A 5.
A 3.
A 22.
Oh boy, what Ravo get?
Woo!
Oh wow, you did pretty good.
Nice.
Rivo, Solandra, and Grub are all able to put their heads together and realize, wait, no, we shouldn't even reveal that we found Princess. Because if they know that we found her, and if they know that we killed her, then they'll know that we were supposed to have found this thing. And if we failed to find it, that's going to look more suspicious than if we failed to find Princess at all.
Do you say that?
Yeah, that's what Grub says. Just because I wanted to express it succinctly.
I mean, this was hidden. We could have.
We can give Kali the gold ourselves. It's not.
Yeah, but this is what they're looking for.
Yeah.
This is he points to the gun. This is what they're really looking for. So if they come here and they find out that
what I mean is that we can compensate Kali for not doing the thing we told her we'd fucking do. Right? That's all I'm saying.
he looks at you, Solandra, and then he looks at Holt and says, "You guys can handle that on your own."
Yo. Looks like a key to a tyrant to me.
Do you touch the gun?
If he wants it, it'll get us in the door.
I don't need this to get us in the door.
Let's see how he likes being on the other end of that. Light him up.
I think there's a time and a place for killing, and that's when all this is over.
Rivo, I want to kill the Duke more than anyone here.
Yeah, but the problem is it starts a fucking gang war, and then you break it, you buy it.
Exactly. I'm not going to throw my district into the fire just for some revenge.
Well, then get in the ship and leave.
Hey, Clem.
Yeah.
I've read your mind and learned your name. Guess what?
What?
I'm a gun! So, who are you at war with? You want to kill somebody?
No thank you. I don't actually want to kill anybody, and especially not with you. No
Clementine,
offense.
make a will save.
I was hoping you'd say that. 38.
So, like, you can sense the gun's presence trying to enter your mind, and it utterly fails. And you're like, nice try, kiddo. Now make a fortitude save.
Oh dear. Oh dear. 16?
You only take 7 electricity damage, but, like, you unhand that gun.
Dad!
Clem?
Don't sass the gun.
Noted.
I look at Sal. Before anyone picks it up, who the fuck should grab it?
Well, the only one who's got the knowledge to use this thing is Grub. So
Grub pipes up. Well, actually, considering it's a magical construct, I'm guessing any of you could use it. You know, it's basically like a children's toy. You know, point and shoot.
Well,
Perks of being a prototype, and he pulls out his lightning ray, and like Salandra, you know how to use that thing vaguely, but as stated, only like Biff Tannen's car, only Grub can keep that thing running for any period of time.
right. So to use this thing effectively, you need the use magic device skill, right? Is that the? Would that be the general statement?
In order to use Grub's weapon, yes. In order to use the weapon that lies before you, nah, man. Like, it's just a magic gun. It's just a gun fortified with magic powers. I'll work out what it does later.
Well, gotta look at the two of them. Clementine, no fucking way, right?
No way. Sorry.
Gaia would get a little upsetty.
Brother, is this
mega
is this fucking thing gonna try to control me?
Only if you did something egregious to it. It seems to hold some sense of decorum. And then, like, he and the gun start talking some more. Right. Basically, she really likes war a lot. And she likes killing a lot. Basically, as soon as you're not involved in an active conflict with another party, she will want to leave. And if you do not let her leave, or you do not bring her to other parties in conflict, she will try to control you to do that. And if you try to get her to kill for money or some sort of other petty cause, she will try to take you over and use you to kill yourself.
All right, tell her that we're fucking in a large conflict, not expecting to be doing battle every day. Do not want to start killing random people. We're interested in killing the people that we're trying to kill, and no one else. If she's okay with that, one of us can take her up. But if she intends to take us over and start random conflicts, doesn't fucking go.
She is alarmed at your lack of decorum. She is quite frankly offended that you would assume that she is not a high-precision tool of murder and revenge. And she does not like the look of you.
Well, that makes two of us. Well,
Sal, who's got the stones to carry this thing?
would you carry it? You've got a fucking strong will, that's for sure.
I put my fingers up like a gun. Would you let me as I swing it across you guys?
It's not a matter of us fucking stopping you. It's a matter of us not helping you commit suicide. If this helps you to accomplish what the stuff we're fucking trying to accomplish.
And Rivo, that deals with perfect. That deals with Doskius.
Not necessarily. It's a prototype.
Grub pipes up, sort of fatalistically. It's also another voice in your head. I know you don't like those.
Yeah, well, if he can shut up, I'll shut up. He may like where I've been enough.
It's a she.
Oh man.
I'll make it easier to tell the boys apart. Colt, what about you? Doesn't seem like your style.
I wouldn't be opposed to holding on to it, but I don't want to give you another reason not to trust me.
I never said I didn't fucking trust you.
You've got enough things pulling at you. That's all.
I trust any of you to wield it. It's just a matter of who.
Yeah, I've already got some ranged options. You guys are kind of screwed when the enemy doesn't decide to come up and go toe to toe. So it might not be the worst fucking idea. Plus, I don't think she likes.
Likes what?
I don't think she likes me.
Oh.
Yeah, same. But I did kind of sass her a little.
Brother delivers to you, Salandra. Very much like me, she demands respect.
I don't know.
I would like to go up and
Brother's comment is that she demands respect. So as long as you're respectful of her and give her things to kill from time to time, in honorable type combat battles, or I don't know if it's honorable per se. It's not mercenary work and for some sort of cause. I think is her gig, right, brother?
Yes.
Yeah. So she wants a cause. She wants people who are actually doing something for a reason. I get the impression that she doesn't particularly fucking care whether that is what we consider to be benevolent or malevolent.
Holt, have you moved at all?
I've taken a few steps towards the gun.
I'll say, is Holt gonna touch the gun?
I'd like to.
Touch the gun.
I touch it.
You hear a sort of muffled voice in your head. Can you take off that gauntlet, please? I can barely hear you.
Oh, pardon me. And I will actually take off my gauntlet and my glove and touch it with my bare hand.
Thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't like the elf over there. She's so much too better for you. And yeah. And the nature one, no, no. She shies
Not
away from
compatible.
she shies away from Butcher's work. I know that you appreciate it. And like, I don't when she says honorable, like, don't get the wrong impression. I will totally shoot someone in the back of the head. I don't give a fuck.
You might not, but
I
do.
did correct the honorable thing. Bear in mind.
Yes, you did, but she wants to absolutely clarify. I will shoot someone in the back of the head. I will shoot a child if they're an enemy combatant. I don't care.
You won't do either of those things if you want to be in my hand.
Well, then maybe you might want to drop me. Because I'm telling you, if there's someone whose back is turned, and this is the opportunity for you to make the right strike, you might not want to rely on me. I might misfire, you know what I mean?
Oh, you wouldn't do that.
And that kid, what was the name? That Vruhog, I will totally murder him. I don't give a fuck. Straight murdered, bullet through the heart. I can make it quick. I can make it slow. I'd prefer quick. Don't like use me for torture or anything. Like, don't shoot someone in the leg and be like, "Tell me what you know." No, I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
Brother, how much information do you take out of people's minds?
You're like an encyclopedia. Names, places, emotional relations, that sort of thing.
Okay, I'm gonna sense motive. Holt's had it for a while, and his look on his face.
Let's say, Holt, let's see what Rivo rolls and
Sure.
Okay. 16 on sense motive. You could hide some you could hide some like higher level evil shit. But like you definitely have to tell him whether you consider taking up the gun or not.
You can sense Holt's.
Hold on.
Oh,
Okay.
or was 16 the roll and you have to add the modifier.
Sorry.
Oh. Wait, what was this? Oh, the 16 was for my bad. Anyway, never mind. Holt, you gotta tell Rivo everything about your opinions toward the gun.
Okay. You can tell that he's reluctant to pick it up, but it is very tempting. He has some experience seeing firearms and, the rumors of them being powerful in District 3 and District 2, and the Duke has had one for ages, and he kind of wants it. But he's yeah, he wants it.
I go over and whisper something to Grub.
You can send it in a private message if you wish. Or you can just put it in chat and you can do whatever.
Yeah.
I was told you're looking for a cause to fight for.
Oh yeah, love causes.
That's your whole deal, right? You
Oh.
like war?
Yes, wars, great. Wars without a side, boring.
Oh, no. No, I'm pleased to inform you that we are about to engage in the largest war you've ever seen.
The biggest war.
Possibly.
The biggerest.
Yeah.
The biggerestiest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
Yeah? It might involve you being a little bit patient.
I can be patient.
Can you wait 258 days to raise hell?
I can wait 258 days to raise hell, but I'm gonna need to kill someone between now and then. Like, at least, I don't know, one person a week. I could go 2 weeks, but otherwise I'll get bored.
I think that I could give you a person every 2 weeks.
Yay!
Is this all telepathic or is Holt
Telepathic!
Is Holt mouthing the words?
And then the gun stipulates I don't even have to do the killing. I just need to be there for it.
Oh, well then, of course.
I mean, I'd like to do the killing.
At the very least, I could keep you right here at my side.
Yes, please. Please don't ever make me leave. I want to be with you.
Hold on. I placed the head of my hammer on Holt's chest and stopped pushing him back. Put it down. Holt's face probably would have been smiling at this point.
Yeah.
I think. Put it down.
Let's go.
Anybody who picks that up shouldn't be smiling.
Grub
We were
pipes up.
having-
What? Why?
We were having a pleasant conversation.
I mean, it was made by Septemporians, if that's what you mean, but it will function outside of Septemport.
Yeah, and when this war is done, and you're trying to fight for your soul back, and then you're going to throw that in it.
I mean, Holt, if you were to fight against Gemma, this gun would probably be tickled pink.
Yes. That was kind of the plan, Rivo.
He looks at you. Fine, then pick it up.
I do.
If it had a tail, it would wag it. Oh boy, we're gonna have so much fun.
What do I call you?
Oh, geez.
Gun.
Yeah. Let's say this thing is not very smart. You could call me War. No, that's stupid. War Scream. Call me War Scream.
War Scream.
Yeah.
All right then.
I make loud noises. I love war. I'm a War Scream. Maybe a War Bellow. Basically, like war and a really loud mouth noise.
All right.
I can see that Holt is going to intellectually dominate this this relationship.
Finally, something I'm smarter than. You said it yourself, Solandra. I'm attracted to dangerous women.
Seriously, this thing's got a wisdom of 8 and intelligence of 8, but it's got like a charisma of like 14. Like it's
We're made for each other. Oh my God! Yes.
I will come up with some effects of War Scream.
Okay.
That being said, all right. So War Scream loves the murder. War Scream is not so big on taking prisoners.
That's okay. Neither am I.
Okay, cool. If you were like, we defeated this person, we should take them prisoner, War Scream will be like, just fucking kill them. Just do it. Why you gotta leave a loose end lying around? Similarly, and then I'll come up with some powers and modifiers for War Scream. Also, War Scream looks like a snub-nosed flintlock, but
Okay.
she has longer range than it looks. Still, don't expect a lot of range out of this thing.
I am not used to fighting with range, so.
I was about to say that anything's an improvement.
And I think that's where we're gonna end.
Okay.
Hey, what was the thing that was on my character sheet that I could have done to deal with the gaseous form?
The Scream.
Oh, the scream.
If you had used your Magus' Sonic Scream.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a sonic effect, it would have been able to travel through the gaseous cloud and rip it to shreds.
So you meant my the ability I haven't used yet, the song of Arcane Triumph.
That one, yes.
Okay.
Oh, I found the perfect image.
So just so you know, Rye would never have picked that up. And Rye is very concerned. That's an alignment shift in Rye's eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, Clem, I didn't ask you. I'm just saying.
Is it an energy weapon or is it a projectile weapon?
It fires energy projectiles. It's also fond of lightning, so I figured you'd like it. Because it fires ball lightning.
Reynolds, my dick couldn't possibly get any harder right now.
Please,
Yeah, I
please.
just heard his desk.
Yep.
Heard a thud.
You should have dropped it into a black hole.
So you guys get 6,200 experience points.
Sweet.
I'm not sure what this thing's alignment is.
Chaotic. Neutral.
Something.
Well, I mean, like, it loves killing. Oh boy, I sure do love killing. So I'm tempted to say that it's evil in some way, but it's also, like, definitely chaotic, despite the fact that it has, like, so many rules surrounding it.
Chaotic evil's fine.
I'm gonna say lawful evil with, like, a sort of, like, chaotic bent. Just a carefree lawful evil. Just like, alright, there are rules. I like murder. I don't care about doing good things. Or lawful neutral, because it's not, like, actively antagonistic.
It's not sadistic. It just likes killing things.
Right.
Oh, hey, was that 6,200 or 62,000?
6,200.
6,200.
Oh, excuse me. I wrote the wrong amount of zeros in there.
1,200 from killing princess. Nice work. And 5,000 apiece for a good session. Also, Rivo, you get a bonus 5,000 experience points for looking into the edge of oblivion and turning around.
Hey.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Did everybody have fun?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
fun.
get me